Damn it, Robert!
Pew, 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 pew.
What's
He's
happening,
gonna
guys?
Fuck me here.
What's happening? It's Past the Gravy episode 420, and I felt like we were due. I felt like we were due for Robert to fuck with us on one of those. He'd been kind of coming in short on the pews recently, so he was due to just kind of let us wear ourselves out and to make us, like that's why we have Robert to so we have breath and the availability to breathe for the remainder of the podcast. But yeah, it is episode 420, guys. You guys celebrating? I didn't at all. So we had the opportunity. What? Huh, dude? Hey, man. Smoking doobies with my brothers.
I'm just not going to pay attention this entire time and then act like I was high later on.
Yeah, dude. Oh, that's your.
I'm just going to watch TV.
What? No, I was high.
What's up?
Let's get right into some stuff. All right, let's get into our Precome segment. My girlfriend works at a place that has a flower shop in it now, and I was wondering, do you think that flower shops make more money because bad stuff happens or because good stuff happens? Like, you get flowers for people apologies, you fucked up with your girl, you bring her flowers, you send flowers when somebody passes away or when a family member passes away. You even put it like on a dead body. You take it to cemeteries. Like, that's a lot of sad stuff. But you also like just give your girl flowers, or some dudes do just cause, or like, I don't know. The Bachelor is kind of hit and miss on like that's a flower that's like, it's good for some people, but it's bad for others. Like, do you think flower shops profit more on happiness or sadness?
Happiness. Because not only you're forgetting people that just buy flowers because they like flowers and like put it in their garden and shit. That's the biggest portion of it.
Fuck yeah, I guess.
It's not just boyfriends trying to get laid or trying to get forgiveness.
Okay, I'm thinking not necessarily like a store that like you would plant them in the garden or anything. If you go to like the grocery store and they have a flower section, like, does that make more money on happiness or sadness?
Happiness.
You still think happiness?
Because also it's just chicks buying flowers because it's nice to have flowers around. They smell nice and you put them in your apartment. Dudes aren't doing it, but how many times in college did you walk into a chick's apartment and there was just like a vase with flowers? 80% of the time?
Several times, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and like, you're like, how do you think of flowers to get out? Like when Emma gets like a candle, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, I wouldn't have ever thought to do that. But like, dudes are just like, all right, just spray some cologne on it. Done.
No, Febreze,
if you have Febreze. You don't always have Febreze.
I always kept that thing on me.
I feel like I gotta go against you guys though. I feel like it's death. I think like deaths and sadness and like apologies, there's a lot of those. And like if you ever go to like certain people's funerals, like everybody sends flowers. Like, hey, we can't come to your funeral, or we can't come to so and so's funeral, but like, here are some roses we sent, or here are some begonias. I'm trying to think of flowers on the top of my head, and I don't know any.
Begonia, by the way.
Daffodils.
What were you gonna say, Robert?
But they're like weddings, like holidays, graduations,
birthdays,
like plays. People are always throwing flowers.
That is true. I think about plays.
Or afterwards, yeah.
What percentage of flowers do you think is used like for plays? Like
a very 5%? Small percent. No, way less than that.
I think that like if you think of like every play I've ever seen, there's flowers at some point.
Not a lot of them.
I mean, I haven't, but like I would say like at least 90% of the plays I've been to, somebody threw flowers at the end.
I guess that was probably just a cast member. I can only speak from my experience, and I mean, I've never bought anybody flowers myself because people don't love me and I don't love people. Well, that's not true. I've probably bought a friend flowers for a birthday or something at some point, but like, I don't remember my dad ever showing up after pissing off my mom with flowers. Like, that's not now. If he showed up with like alcohol, that might work.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he would show up with flowers from time to time just cause. So my dad's an asshole, but he's also kind of a romantic. And also, we would do a lot of gardening, so like we would just go to Home Depot and buy flowers and shit for that.
That's not like a flower shop to me.
I didn't.
Again, flower shop is like it specifies it's just flowers, not like plant store.
Did he specify that at the beginning, Robert, that it had to be from a flower shop?
Well, he asked, do flower shops make more money?
Oh, I was just thinking bought flowers in general, but then he also said like if you're in Kroger or HEB and they sell flowers, so it expanded.
Yeah, I wouldn't think HEB is a flower shop.
They have like a flower, like I mean, just like it exclusively is like in flowers you would give to people, not to do planting.
I'm still gonna say more often than not, it's happy and not sad.
So I was like, are like flower shops profiting off of people's sadness? Do they root for people to be sad? I mean, so then they can be like, well, we got to sell them some flowers.
Yeah.
But they happiness also for happiness though too. So like, yeah, because I was gonna turn it on flower shops.
They're Switzerland.
What I was trying to do. Now I can't do that.
They don't take sides on happiness.
We're here for everybody.
They take all comers.
Like hey, everybody likes sunflowers because
I like their seeds.
You know, they keep you sunnier when you're happy, and when you're feeling down, you know, they're like, hey, well, better days ahead.
I mean,
so there's that question.
I'm not a big flower guy myself. I don't give a shit about flowers. I'll use Febreze if I need it to smell nice, or a candle.
Where do keys rank on like the best inventions of all time list? Because I would say they're up pretty high.
I mean, I use my keys to like open boxes and shit all the time too.
And like they're old as fuck. Like, you know, they used them forever ago and they still do the exact same function. And it's like, yeah, I'd rather have a key to like keep this guy from just being able to open my door when he wants to. Like, pretty solid invention there. And also, like, the key gave us electricity. So really, electricity doesn't happen without a key. Because old Benny Franklin flying that kite doesn't, I mean, maybe he finds like a paperclip or some shit, but I think the key, let's just say that the key was essential into creating electricity.
I don't think paperclips are very good conductors.
I don't think so either. Maybe they only had metal ones back then.
Well, I mean, I believe it was a brass key. I think brass, you know, you need a hard metal.
That's true.
Conductor. But yeah, dude, keys are fucking dope. I love keys.
Like AC is up there in best all-time inventions. Alcohol, Sunday ticket.
Oh,
and I would say keys.
Yeah, I would. I mean, obviously, you got to take electricity out of it. You can't count that because then that's everything that comes later.
Well, no, I think because keys cover electricity. If you
think AC
/ electricity.
I would probably still put alcohol over AC, just because it's me.
Yeah, I put Sunday ticket over AC too.
See, I've always said that AC is the greatest invention of all time, and then you said alcohol, and I was like, "Fuck, man, that's the big one." That's the big one.
We should do like a mock draft of best inventions next year. Somebody write that down.
No.
Some listener write that down and remind us.
Yeah, you guys remind us next year. I mean, keys is at number 4. There's a lot of great inventions, but keys are one of the most important inventions, I would say. There's other things that are better, but are not as important.
Like they hadn't changed much until recently. Like now you have those like electronic keys. Like I know there's apartments where like you don't even have to, or like hotels, you don't even have to like put your key in anything anymore. You just kind of like swipe it over. It's more like a card key. I know like Teslas and stuff are different like that, but like forever keys were kind of the exact same thing. You had the long little like pole with the little like 2 little like hooks at the bottom of it. And then eventually they're like, okay, well, what if we just made the little ridges? Like obviously they made more doors. So having 2 little different size crooks was only going to work for so many doors, and then you would have to repeat them. So they were like, what if we just made the whole thing with ridges on it? And that kind of stayed the same for a long time. Like it's kind of it's done. It's stayed and
those are never going away. I mean, those are never, keys are never going away. Like physical ones.
Well, even the old brass keys, like now, like girls put them in, like girls and guys, whatever. They put them in like houses. Is like, oh, that's cute. Like it's a key.
Look at what I found at Target.
It's on necklaces. Retro. They're on necklaces because it's the key to people's hearts.
God, that's lame.
Yeah, but people still like James Avery sells a fuckload of those.
But you're always going to need the physical key. Everything can't be electric because electric shit breaks.
We did have a period of time in February this year where we did not have electricity to use any electronic keys. So yeah.
Yeah, it sucked ass.
For cars that are good. But yeah, keys are, I would say, top 5?
No.
Top 5 on the inventions list?
No.
Robert, what like top 10?
Probably not even top 10. There's a lot of inventions, dude. You want to talk about like
keys were the original security. I guess no, actually like firearms and
cars, airplanes, bridges.
Dude, but keys. How do you lock up an airplane? Keys.
You don't. Airplanes don't have locks.
Shut up, they might.
We didn't lock our house growing up.
Well, I mean, but you had the option to.
Yeah.
Way to brag about growing up privileged in a neighborhood that you didn't have to lock your doors. Wow, Pat.
I mean, no, I locked my door. We didn't lock the front door. You know.
I get what he means.
You know.
I get what he means.
The bathroom, the specifically the bathroom lock is clutch.
Yeah, I would say so. But my grandma's house, when we were growing up, when we'd come to Houston, she had a bathroom lock that didn't work, but they had a drawer that was close enough to the door to like, it was like you'd pull the drawer out and then you could only open the door like this much, like just like a little bit. So it was like sort of a lock anyways, doesn't matter. And
sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Exactly. But like, my grandma did not at all sound like that because she wasn't Russian.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to put an exact number on it, but it is like one of the most important. But like,
I would say top 10.
I mean, you could put it at like 118, and it's still one of the most important inventions of all time because there's fucking a lot of things that have been invented.
True. Oh, there's so many things. I don't even know how many things have been invented, Robert. Just look up how many things. Millions.
Wait, hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of billions, millions.
The baseball cleat, the baseball lace, the toe on the cleat, the actual cleat. I mean, like all of those are different inventions.
Yeah, don't do that, Robert. Actually, don't do that. That's a dumb idea.
It's a really dumb idea. This is one of your dumber ideas.
Pat. Fuck you, Pat.
We'll say it's very important, but I'm not putting an actual number on it because people will just shit on us in the comments.
I'm gonna say top 10. I'm gonna say top 10.
Okay. You're gonna get a lot of lists with 10 things.
I don't care. I don't care. I think keys are pretty important. A lot of those things that would be in the top 10 use keys at some point.
Key parties. Can't have key parties without keys.
We wouldn't have key parties without keys. And again, back to electricity and love. Couldn't have the key to anybody's heart if keys weren't invented.
It's true.
What would you have? You don't know. You just have a hole in your heart that had no key to it. So like I've been watching a bunch of the Olympics, even though like swimming, like it feels like the Olympics go downhill after swimming's over. I don't know why it's much more fun to watch people swim in races than it is to watch people just run in races. I guess you've like seen people run all the time, but it's like, oh, pool, this looks interesting on TV. Like I don't know. That's always like I still watch the racing and stuff now, but like I'm just not as into it. But beach volleyball is still on, and beach volleyball is like really the only one that I've seen so far where like the athletes just wear a shit ton of that KT tape stuff and I know it works. It does something, holds your muscle in place, but it's like they'll have like, I got it all the way down from my neck all the way down to my elbow. And I have like 17 strips of it. It's like, is your arm like detached?
I'll never understand that tape. People can explain exactly how it works to me, its exact function, and I'll still just be like, I don't get it.
Well, they say that like, it's like it's to just like help ailing muscles and stuff and like help with pain. But like, right, that's my thinking. It's like, do you have to like reach a muscle and then like pull said muscle to a certain place? Like, is that how it does that? What kind of tape is it? Got magnets in it? I
don't understand it. It's dumb. I don't like it.
I don't get it. But like
those are PEDs as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like allowed PEDs. But I had tweeted this out and somebody was like, you should ask this on the podcast. So here I am asking on the podcast. I was like, if I taped my entire body then, so if it helps your pain and like aches and all that, like if I just taped my entire body with KT tape, I would be just like healthy as a horse, right?
I don't know because I don't understand it and how it works. I just told you this. Pay attention.
Were they fighting necklaces in baseball? That were like the shoelace necklaces that the baseball players said were like, oh, it's got magnetic qualities.
Yeah, I never learned what they were supposed to do because I always thought this is the dumbest fucking thing ever, and I made fun of my teammates that wore them. I was like, dude, it's a necklace.
Like
it
that,
doesn't
but
do
more
anything.
people do it. Yeah, and it looks like a shoestring. Like somebody tied a shoestring together, put a cool little cord at the end that attached on either end, and charged you $55 for it. And you're like, okay.
You might as well just be wearing like a fucking like quartz rock around your neck. Be like, it's the energy, bro, that like it absorbs bad energy, so it keeps it away from me. But also this one absorbs good energy, so it gives it close to me. I'm like, bro, those are conflicting ideologies.
Yeah.
You're fucking dumb. It's a rock. It does nothing. Shut up. By the way, anyone listening, I probably pissed off a few people. Any of you people listening that are like rock people and like crystal people, you're wrong. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk to other people about it. Nobody cares, and we all think you're dumb. Sorry, but like, I can't say it to the girls at work that wear them, so I got to say it to you because you're tough enough to take it.
Yeah. Really great.
Do you ever do you have any coworkers that like wear that shit or like or are big into
not wear it, but she's really into it?
So like that, mainly it's because
I don't have a ton of coworkers, so if you know my coworker, you probably know who it is.
I just also mainly the girl that wears it. I don't want to talk to her ever because I can't fucking stand her. But like when the other girls are talking about astrology, I'll just straight up walk up to them and go, "This is all fake. You're stupid." I've always
wanted to sell like fake sage, like just like grass clippings, and like just tell people it's sage, and then like they'll be like, "Oh my god, I cleansed my house. The energy in here is so much better." Like, yeah, that was grass. Like that was literal grass clippings. You didn't do anything.
I should do that. I've got a bunch of grass in my front yard right now because I mowed this morning.
There was that show on Netflix, that documentary. It was, I think, Sour Grapes. And it was a guy that was just like trolling sommeliers and just showed how bullshit like wine tasting people are, where like not all of them, but a lot of them, where he just was like, he'd get like the fucking cheapest fucking blended wines he could get and just be like, oh no, this is a $400 bottle. And he would just make up shit. And they'd be like, yeah, the notes in it. And it was like, that was a $20 bottle of wine this guy's trying to make it. Like, yeah, because I heard the price. And it was just kind of like how like snobby a lot of those people are. I feel like the like sage thing, you could get a bunch of people, or just fucking buy a rock, like find a not buy a rock, just find a rock, like glue one side of it, put glitter on it and be like, wow, this is quartzamine. It's good to charge in the sun and it promotes the healing power of positivity. And somebody like, oh my gosh, I feel great. And I'm like, yeah, there's a rock with glitter.
Leave it in the sun and then put it on your back and it'll give you the sun's energy and take away the pain. You're like, no, dude, you're just putting like heat on an area that's sore. That's
if anybody wants any sage,
medicine.
Hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a sage. We're gonna start selling pasta gravy sage very soon, fellas. You can try it out with your ladies.
And if anybody needs me to give anybody a stern talking to about quartz or astrology, just hit me up on Twitter. I'll make a quick little 30-second video for you calling your friend an idiot.
You should do, you know how I like to share Texas history with people on Twitter? You should share like healing stone facts with people every day on Twitter. Just like find like a regular rock and just describe what healing qualities it has and just make it up. And people will be like, actually, I could see, like I've always wanted to do it with just with horoscopes. Like, beware of those who seek to be near you. Or like something that's vague but direct at the same time. We're like, well, Robert did dodge my text. Is Robert who I should be? Oh my God, they know. And it's like, oh, well, like you were hanging out with somebody. Is my dog what's up with my dog? And it literally just could apply to anything that happens to anybody.
I just don't want to engage with those people at all unless I'm obviously and aggressively shit talking them and then they get mad at me and then I get to yell at them more. I don't want to put stuff out there and they're like, actually what this is blah 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 and it's healing quality, blah 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 blah. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't fucking talk.
But see, that's where like we defer on that, because like I enjoy the sport of just getting somebody to argue where like I don't care. I'm just checking it every little bit, and then I'll respond in like a 1-sentence answer, and then you give me your 4 paragraphs of stuff, and like I'm like, dude, man, you really like you sent me links, you did all this stuff. Like I don't care though. Like,
every so often,
I love that. That's my favorite guy on Twitter. That's just like, no, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And it's like, I'm not saying like don't attach a picture to be like, no, this is what it is. But like when people like go through that whole thing where then they want to lecture me on, I'm like, I don't care, dude.
Yeah, like every so often I'll do that with anime, but like I don't want to do it every day. And especially because like I actually have nothing against anime. It's just fun to rile up the fan base.
Right. Yeah. We just don't understand it to the point, but it's like, I'm gonna say dumb shit to get people mad. Bikers too, like cyclists.
Crystals and astrology are just dumb. They're just dumb. It's like, I don't know. People just want something to believe in, but like, I don't like religion, but like magical rocks with healing powers, that makes sense to me.
Do you believe in magic? The whole song,
young girl's heart.
Songs about it. Yeah. I'm just saying, dude, like that's why people do believe in magic. And rocks. And also because Harry Potter ruined their lives. Harry Potter and the mainstream media that shoved it down our throats for decades now. They're trying to get us to listen to this J.K. Rowling lady and all of her nonsense. Look what this country's come to.
I did believe in magic until very recently, because if you ever watch Major League Baseball and the ridiculous break that was on some of these pitches, I was like, dude, that's magic. Like all these pitchers are magicians. And then we found out, oh no, they're just using, which way I always knew that they use sticky stuff, but then I found out like how it was enhancing spin rate and like the crazy shit that they were doing with it. And I was like, oh, you just broke my illusion on the world. I no longer believe in magic. I now know it's spider tech. There's no magic, just spider tech.
By the way, speaking of spider tech, Lance McCullers, there was a pretty fucking sick flex after he went through. Was it Mookie? It was like the top of the heart of the Dodgers order, and then he went to the fucking umps and was like, "Did you wanna check me?" Like,
oh, I think I was still at work when that happened. I missed it.
That was. I didn't see it live. I saw it. Like I saw somebody had tweeted it. And I was like, that was a pretty sick flex.
Oh yeah, and also
and super original job, Dodgers fans on like the trash can. Well, dude, how'd you come up with that, guys? That's fucking wild. Like, did you guys get it? Because like the Astros, the Bane, the trash can. So we brought trash cans. Like, get it? Like, dude, hilarious. That's so funny.
I've dressed my child up like a trash can. He's so young. He's walking around with a pacifier. And he's a trash can. I'm like, do you want us to hit your child?
You're saying your child is trash?
I mean, all
trash son or daughter?
All these track for Dodgers fans. So, hey, you know what? Fuck you, Dodgers. Fuck you, Dodgers fan. Like literally the game ended last night and me and my brother text each other back and forth 6 different ways of just saying, fuck you, Dodgers. It's like, fuck you, Dodgers. You suck, Dodgers.
I'm so over it, man. And I'm not like this as a non-Astros fan. Just fucking chill the fuck out, guys. It's over. Find a new show. You know, like you won the World Series. Get over 2017, man. You'll have a ring now. It's okay.
Yeah, my brother texted me, fuck you, Dodgers. And I said, suck it, Dodgers. And like 6 minutes later, he goes, suck it, LA. And I go, fuck them. It's just therapeutic.
Moving along. Did anybody else have anything they wanted to bring up in the Precome segment? Like,
yeah,
I got some more ideas, but I'll let you guys get. Like, I don't want it to be all me.
If every time you finish sex, a song played, what song would you want it to be?
I just had sex by the Lonely Island.
It's a good call. I had considered that one. Robert, what song do you want playing?
What? Old Town Road.
Okay,
that's a good one. I like it.
I settled on George Strait. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
That's on brand, yeah.
Yeah. Never gonna give you up.
That's a good one. I like that.
What about something like Tears in Heaven by Clapton? A song about a dead kid. Just really bring the mood down.
No.
Yeah, I think I would go with Not Here because I want something to make me laugh afterwards. So Not Here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Just so every time
would probably be the best one.
She'd be like, yeah, I know. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. But you keep letting me do it. So this is really on you and your poor decision making.
You have yourself to blame. Really? We could look at me, but it's you. It's not me. It's you. Did you have anything, Robert, you wanted to bring in?
No, not this week.
Good, because I have a lot more.
I got one more. Would you rather live in a world without headphones or without doors?
Headphones, but everybody would hate you. Like we would. I just don't think we'd consume music as much outside of the car.
Yeah. Because
we would just hate the people that do. Because there's nothing worse than the guy that's like have you noticed like people just like there was a weird time where like not really a weird time, but it's just like, is it because we're back out again that I'm just noticing the FaceTime people more often? Where you're like, dude, you're in the grocery store, you don't need to FaceTime for like the entirety of your trip. Like, and then what did he say?
No,
yeah.
here's
like,
why
I get like if you're like, hey, is it this box whatever or this box or do you want these kind of rice or this? You know, like I get
do that for work all the time.
But you don't need to go like there's people that like you see like several times while you're in the grocery store and they're just like, yeah, no way. Like it's just like, dude, just like I've answered a phone call in the grocery store before. I usually have my headphones and I just talk like that. But like I don't need everybody else to hear what everybody on the phone with me is saying. And I don't honestly, I think shit don't need to be the guy walking around with music playing like out of my phone without headphones in. That's weird as fuck.
I know I'm in the minority on this too, but obviously speakerphone people, you're an asshole. FaceTime people, you're an asshole. It's the same thing as speakerphone. You're just doing it with video. And so now you're not looking where you're going. So fuck you extra. I think you're kind of an asshole if you're doing headphones, talking on the phone too, because you're just walking down and talking and I'll turn around. Are you talking to me? No, have your hand up to your ear. So I know you're on the phone.
But like, see, like I always have my headphones in. It's not actually
bad. I'm just being a dick.
No, I get how I can see that way. And I always feel like, when I see people with like, I always think it's rude as shit. Like if you have headphones in, like, and like somebody's talking to you, even if you turn the music off, it's like, it doesn't seem like you're listening to me, even though you are. Like, I always try and take at least like one headphone out when I walk in. If I'm walking with somebody, I'm like, what's that? Like, so it's like, oh, they got an ear free. They're listening. Like, it's like, I'm not ignoring you. I just wanted you to know that I'm paying attention.
Yeah. And
I always have my headphones on in the grocery store. I have headphones on in the grocery store. So if somebody calls me, I just Bluetooth it to that right away. So it's just like, it's already on me, but I would never like then put headphones in and then get on the phone.
Yeah. I've even got, I'm cheap. I won't buy it. See, I'm cheap and I've got small ears. So I'm not convinced that like AirPods would even work for me. They would just constantly fall out of my ears. Because that's what happens with my regular ones. They just fall out all the time. But I forgot where I was. Oh yeah. I went to the grocery store today and I go to self-checkout. And of course they got to come over to it because I've got beer. One ear comes out immediately. Just, it's the polite thing to do. If you leave both your headphones in while someone has to like engage with you and talk to you, you're a piece of shit is what it is. It's because it's the easiest thing to have common courtesy towards other people in social situations. And when you just can't even be bothered to like let someone know I can hear what you're saying. Because if you have the headphones in and I have to talk to you, I have no idea if you can hear me, if you're just going to stare at me blankly like, when is this over?
I just try and read your lips.
Like, and it drives me nuts. Like people that like,
give them the laugh at the end of whatever they say.
at the restaurant, when I'm dropping food off to them and they just don't even break conversation. They just keep talking through it. Because I'm supposed to when I drop the food off. Is there anything else I can get you? Blah, blah, blah. Because like if someone just drops off your food and walks away, you're like, that guy's a dick. Like that's bad service. But if you just keep talking and I have to interrupt you to ask if I can get you anything else.
You just stare at them with like that weird like, all right, here's our meal, everybody. Okay, is everything all right? All right, what can I get you, little guy?
No, I do it though. Like every so often, if they just keep talking through it, I just drop off the food and walk away, and I'm like, fuck you. But most of the time, I'll just be like, okay, yeah, is there anything else I can get you? And I interrupt what they're saying, and then they're like, oh no, we're good. I'm like, yeah, see how fucking annoying it is when someone just keeps going or interrupts you. You're interrupting me. Drop off the food, dickhead.
I've been to
shut the fuck like up for 4 seconds. It's 4 seconds of interaction.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks, man. Like I always try to like show like some courtesy, but like I've been places where people are like, no, we're good. And it's like, dude, like that guy's just working, right?
Yeah. Or like I drop off your gumbo, you don't shut the fuck up, and I'm like, hey, yeah. So can I get you any hot sauce? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, good thing I'm good at my job, or else you'd be eating the food without what you want with it.
Or you're a piece of shit later and be like, I didn't get hot sauce.
I had to wait and flag somebody down, and by that time my gumbo was cold.
1 star.
Oh, well, if you had shut the fuck up, then that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Like, just to continue talking when somebody has to help you, and you just completely ignore that. Like, I hate people.
I hate people too like that.
Yeah, so
that's
what I got. So definitely we want to keep doors, because driving would suck if there's no doors.
Driving would suck with no doors for sure.
Only Jeep people.
We'd be like, or like mailmen and FedEx drivers.
You're just getting rained on
UPS
all
drivers.
the fucking time. No, because they still have doors.
But they're open, I guess.
Yeah, but they have doors.
It's like, so they know what it's like to ride with. I mean, Jeeps have doors too, but they also have no boundaries, and you can take those bad boys off.
Jeep Wave.
I like Jeeps. I think Jeeps are fucking badass.
Yeah.
I'm not big enough of a car guy to like, one, I can't afford a Jeep. So like that's a big one. I'm talking like Jeep, like Grand Cherokees or like all the Jeep stuff's like cool. I don't like the new like truck Jeeps though they have, but like other than that, like regular, like the old school like Jeeps are sick. I just like, I would never be the guy. Like I would be one of two guys. I would either be the guy that like takes off the doors and then I'm just too lazy to ever put them back on. So it's like 30 degrees in the winter and I'm just like freezing cold driving to work because I'm too lazy to fucking redo my doors and put them back on. Or I would be the guy that just like never once does anything with the Jeep and it's just like as came out of like the fucking dealership. And it's like, I feel like that would not be doing a service to the Jeep. The Jeep, like people buy Jeeps and they soup them up and they add tires and they make them go off road and they make them do cool shit. And it's like, I would just be like, hey, mine's just the way I got it.
People also buy Jeeps and they soup them up and then they don't ever leave pavement with them. Shout out you, Scott, and Vince. Both of my friends have done that.
Do they even park them on like when you park and there's like a rock? You're like, I'm gonna park it on the rock because it can.
No, they use them as their everyday cars.
Pose.
But don't get me wrong, I love both of their Jeeps. Jeeps are fun. Like you can feel the road. They're fucking awesome. But like some of our friends just constantly made fun of them because they jacked up their Jeeps and put all the money into them, but then like didn't take them off road. But like maybe once a year. Yeah. And then my buddy put all that money into it and then sold it and bought a truck. Like, what the fuck was the point of that, dude? Whatever. Jeeps are cool. Fuck people that hate on Jeeps.
Jeeps are cool.
I just don't want one. I mean, I do, but no.
What did I have? Why do broken bones heal on their own, but teeth don't? Like, teeth are kind of like bones.
Teeth are bones.
Right. So heal. Like fucking fix the goddamn cavity. I shouldn't have to go to a guy to do that. Like I get that you got to get your arm reset sometimes, but like if you're cool with just having a fucked up arm and you break your arm, you just have to do anything. It kind of heals on its own. Like why don't your teeth do
that? That's a goddamn good question. I think like teeth are detachable though. I think that's kind of part of what it is. They're not really.
Bones are detachable too, pal.
Yeah, I know, but they're connected by like tendons and shit, and teeth are just kind of held in place
by roots, which are like tendons, sort of. To me, I'm gonna use them as tendons in this example.
You know, this would have been a good question if you had asked me this 3 years ago, because my grandfather was a dentist, and he's gone now. So now we'll never know because there's no more dentists left in the world.
I thought you had to turn it back and be like, and now I have to think about my dead grandfather. So fuck you, Alex.
Well, now I do. I wasn't going dark. And no, he's probably looking down like, God damn it, my grandson's a fucking idiot.
I feel
Eat
like
a banana, you fat bastard.
People will say it like, they're like, oh, so like on the clips y'all post, y'all have some interesting conversations. I'm like, yeah. What would Jesus do synchronized swimming? I don't know. What do you do? Like, and so he's like, I was just going to bed, getting ready for bed, and this shit comes on.
I looked up at the TV at work yesterday, and polo was on, and I tapped my coworker. I was like, Jesus would dominate the sport. Water polo.
Like, what?
I was like, he just run on top, and he's like, what are you talking about?
What made you think of that? But like, back to my question, why the fuck don't bones heal themselves? Why the fuck don't teeth heal themselves?
No fucking clue, man.
Like, get it together. You'd save me a lot on dentist stuff. I'm like, knock on wood, like I think I have like a cavity, but like, I don't want to go to the dentist.
Yeah, just ignore it. Get some Orajel. I've ignored my teeth for years, and when they hurt after a while,
I need to schedule a dentist appointment, and they just stop hurting.
Yeah, and they go back to normal. Here's my biggest question: why, like they say, when your enamel's gone, it's just gone forever? Like, are teeth the biggest pussies in the body? Like, they can't even defend themselves at all. The teeth are basically.
What, you can't have a little candy? You can't have a little candy, dude? Like, chill out, man. Like,
teeth are babies.
Maybe, like, yeah, maybe I get drunk sometimes and fall asleep without brushing my teeth, but like, I brush them at least once a day.
Fuck teeth. They're so dumb.
For real though. I mean, we chew a lot of stuff. Like, we use them a lot, but like,
yeah, like they're essential.
They are kind of like just fucking figure it out, teeth.
Be better.
And you can't, like, I guess you can't like work your teeth out, you know? You can work out like all the other stuff in your body. I guess you can't work out bones, but like, you know, you can drink milk. I guess that's supposed to be good for your teeth, or fluoride.
Oh, it is?
Drink fluoride.
Well, no, fluoride's in the water, so we're good. Like, see, I think that's the only reason I don't have any teeth problems is because actually
that's why England has bad teeth, because they don't have fluoride. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just gonna. That's our.
I'm gonna say this. I drink a lot of water now, so my teeth are probably healthier than ever.
Say that at the water cooler tomorrow whenever you're done listening to this. Say, hey, did you know we got better teeth than the British because we got fluoride in our water? They don't. And they're like, oh wow, okay. And then we'll find out one day that that's not true. And then just like, no, I didn't say that.
I like telling people bullshit that they're probably going to repeat for the rest of their lives.
That's my favorite thing too.
Yeah, that's good.
My friend Tyler has a his stepdad's from West Virginia, and somebody was talking about West Virginia. He's like, "Yep, gravy capital of the world." And he told me that, like, then he like later mentioned West Virginia, something like, "Yeah, the gravy capital of the world." And he was like, "Oh no, it's not." So yeah, that kind of shit. That's funny to me. But let's. I guess nobody can answer that. Fucking get us a dentist that knows why bones heal themselves, but teeth don't. Because I feel like they should.
We could literally do an entire podcast of just this Precome segment.
We probably could. I mean, we're 37 minutes in.
I'm fucking loving
it. Whatever.
Robert's in hell.
Two last things. Why did we call it split pea soup? Like, was there just pea soup? But is that too strong? Like, were they like, that's too many peas? How many peas did you use? One. Cut that in half, split that bad boy up, and we got ourselves some soup. And like, all right, this is better. Like, why do we split the pea up? Do we really split the pea? I don't know. It's a weird fucking name for a soup.
Why?
Second weirdest to gazpacho. Because I don't know what that means.
I was gonna try and do a Mitch Hedberg bit right there, but I can't do his voice. This is basically his bit of, why are we refrying beans? Maybe if we just fry them once, they're just as delicious, and we're wasting time.
So I'm saying, how much time are we wasting splitting these?
Right? Just give me pea soup.
Or just like water down half of it, and then boom, you got twice as much soup.
There you go. I don't know. I
feel like there's ways around this, you know?
I've probably had split pea soup. I assume at some point in my life my dad has made it. I don't fucking know. But who goes out of their way for split pea soup?
People don't have a lot of soup options.
Someone tells you, dude, I've got the dopest recipe for split pea soup. I'd be like, why did you choose that one? There's so many better soups.
Out of every soup. That's my thing with carrot cake, dude.
Whoa, like, now.
No. Like, you go out of your way for fucking carrot cake. Like, there's so many cakes. To pick carrot cake as like, I make a mean carrot cake. It's like, dude, there's chocolate cake. There's fucking all kinds of other cakes. There's vanilla cake. There's fucking tres leches cake. There's fucking all of those cakes before, like, you were like, I want to use carrots to make this.
If there's carrot cake on the menu and I'm getting dessert, there's probably a 50-50 chance I'm going to get it. I love carrot cake.
It's a trash cake.
Like, now that means, I mean, there's a lot of great cake. Like, just at our restaurant.
Rod Ryan and I will go back and forth on this till the death of us. He thinks it's the goat of cakes. I'm like, that is an absolute,
because he's a smart man. He's a smart man. You should listen to him. No, I wouldn't say it's the goat.
You know why they made like carrot cake was made? Because somebody was like, "Fuck, I want to make a cake, but I don't have anything." They were resourceful. They used carrot. Like that makes sense to like go out of your way to choose carrot cake over any other cake that is available is just insane to me.
Okay, first of all, it's just a lazy take to be like, dude, why are you using carrots to make cake? First of all, the inside of it is fluffy and delicious, and it's topped with sour cream fucking icing. It's sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar. What is cake? Sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar. Carrot cake is nice and light and fluffy on the inside and fucking delicious. So people that hate it are just literally like, you're stupid. I'm sorry. I'll say you're stupid if you don't enjoy carrot cake. It's a delicious flavor. I mean, like at our restaurant, we've got tres leches, chocolate blackout, which is basically like a triple chocolate cake, coconut cream pie. We've got a white chocolate bread pudding right now, carrot cake. I've had all of them. Coconut cream pie is probably the best one. But whenever I think about, man, maybe I should grab a dessert and take it home for cheat day tomorrow, carrot cake's what fucking goes in my head because it's that fucking good. Shout out Kenny and Ziggy's Cake Works. Y'all make delicious fucking cakes.
No free ads.
I don't give a shit. I love K and Z. Anyone who has been there, they know. Everyone knows that place. It's fucking delicious.
So fuck carrot cake and split pea soup. Get it together. And then my last thing is, has anybody ever seen a Three Musketeer with a musketeer at all? Like they have swords and everything. I've seen them in.
Yes.
They have muskets?
If you watch the movie, well, I guess technically I don't know if I ever saw one of the three.
They have muskets in the movies, but like if you're a musketeer, I would assume you should have a musket.
Not one of those three, but rewatch the movie. Musketeers are holding muskets. Or no, I don't know if those are technically muskets though. They were old-timey rifles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they were named, they probably had muskets. But then technology evolves. And so
I'm calling bullshit. I think we do away with musketeers. Their time's done.
All right.
I'm done with musketeers. They're out. All right. Sorry. It's just got to be that way, guys. Let's move on.
I mean, they're the French. They've been gone for a long time because they can't defend themselves. So there's no more musketeers anyway.
Oh, I was like the French. I was thinking Three Amigos also. But they neither do they or the musketeers have muskets. So
yeah, but the Amigos always have their friends.
And then Migos, the Migos, they don't have muskets either. They're more pistol guys.
I like Migos. That's like eggs and shit.
I like eggs.
Yeah.
Those are words that sound alike. We just
Mexican egg dish. Eggs and tortillas.
We're off to a great start today, guys. Off to a great start.
We're fucking buzzing.
You know why it's a great start? Because we got our sponsor, Bee's Knees Honey Company, back
I literally
on board
set
this
you up
month.
with the word buzz in there, and you did nothing with it.
I wasn't listening to what you were saying. I was looking up
Bee's
Knees stuff.
Tell them about that fucking amazing company.
Well, Bee's Knees Honey Company.com, the best honey in all the land. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. If you like honey, you're going to love Bee's Knees Honey Company. I love the little honey straws. If you drink tea or anything that requires honey, it's awesome to just like clip the top of the straw. You slide your finger down the straw and then you're good. You got honey in there. You can use it as a little stir as well. And it's great to take like the office and stuff. So you don't have to lug around like a jar of honey or have a jar of honey that gets sticky all over it. They do have bottled honey though. That's pretty awesome. They have comb honey butter. Their Oreo cookie honey butter is the tits, may I say so. Oh, Pat's got he's got the beard balm, beard butter, the fucking beard butter. They also have cologne and pollen capsules. If you're trying to fight off any of those allergies you got right now, take one of those pollen capsules every day. When you wake up, they're great. They make you feel awesome. You're gonna be feeling like $1,000,000. They also have soaps and they're working on shampoos as well. They have dog treats too. So the dogs are going to enjoy them as well. Bees Knees Honeycompany.com. If you like honey or anything like that, you're going to love Bees Knees Honey Company. Their lip balm is the one I have in my pocket every single day. It's the best. Bees Knees Honey Company. Give them a follow on Twitter and Instagram at Bees Knees Honey 1 on Twitter and at Bees Knees Honey Co on Instagram. Let them know the Gravy Gang sent you, and let them know that you heard about them on Past the Gravy podcast. Bees Knees Honey Company, the official honey company of Past the Gravy podcast, and our Comeback Kid of the Week segment.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the Week. The Comeback Kid of the Week. Bitch.
All right. What are we going to start off with first? Let's start off with America. Ever heard of it? Greatest country in the world. And now the soccer capital of the world. Soccer capital of the world. We are the Gold Cup champions. We beat Mexico and we're the best ever. So suck on that, rest of the world. Pat, I got a lot of hate on Twitter for, being pro-American. Excuse me. How bold of me to support Team USA in their victory. People were saying, I had a shit take by saying that we're now probably the best soccer country in the world because we have won the CONCACAF Nations League and the CONCACAF Gold Cup in 2 months. 2 month span, basically two different teams. We have won the Gold Cup and the Nations League. And yeah, how are we not the best team in the world? Italy won the Euros. Argentina won the Copa America, but did they win 2 tournaments in 2 months? Because we did. I'm not a math guy, but 2 seems like it's more than 1. Also, your microphone is not down.
Damn it. Sorry. I popped it up so you didn't hear the of my beer. Yeah, we definitely are. It's not even debatable. We didn't even send our A team this time. We're so good. We're going to send the I don't want to call them the JV squad. That's a little disrespectful. But
not the A team.
We're not sending our starters. We're not sending our starters. We're trying to give the other guys some playing time, and we still know we're going to win.
Yeah, all of our European guys that play club over in Europe, they were like, I got to go work out with my team in the preseason. I can't do this. So it's all like MLS guys. Mexico was like, well, we pretty much got our A squad and couldn't get it done. All right. We just ran right through the tournament. We're the best. And the rest of the world can just really suck our dicks.
Yeah.
And also I'd like to note that we did get gold medals at the end of that, like as well as the Gold Cup. Each player got an individual medal. So I'd like to take that and add that to our gold medal count in the Olympics.
Verbal meme. One arm is Dodgers fans. One arm is rest of the world. Hands clasped, sucking our dicks.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. But just I don't understand the hate that came with me just saying what I was thinking. There's like, I think America is better than everybody else at soccer now, and this is probably what the rest of the world was afraid of.
Another verbal meme. Rest of the world is Squidward. America is SpongeBob and Patrick running around celebrating being the best goddamn soccer nation.
No, SpongeBob. Somebody make this. Yeah. The rest of the world is Squidward. SpongeBob is the Gold Cup, and Patrick is the Nations League. And he's like, oh no, that's fuck.
I mean, man, it's a shame that like we don't even care and we're better than everybody else.
Right? Like, dude, this is kind of like not even sitting the A team. We're still dominating. Just imagine, like, we're probably gonna win the World Cup now. So I would say World Cup favorites have to be, again, in order of best teams from this summer so far is USA is probably your odds-on favorite. Italy would be second, and then Argentina.
Yeah. And to anyone wants to throw out the trash take of, oh, you're so good, you couldn't even make the Olympics. We're Americans. We perform best in front of crowds. We knew there was going to be no crowds at the Olympics. We didn't want to do that to the fans. We care.
Also support our women team. Okay. We were like, we don't need a men's team. They're trying to distract from the ladies.
Yeah.
We care.
The ladies want their shine, and the men's team were like, we're going to give it to you.
It's called feminism. Look it up.
Ooh, nice.
Look it up, guys. We know a thing or two about it. Maybe you should too. All right, Chief. But yeah, we're the best in soccer in the world now, so the rest of the world can suck our dicks. Pretty stoked about that, and I was not happy with the hate that I got.
I mean, haters gonna hate. They jealous, dog. They're peanut butter and jelly.
They are peanut butter and jelly. Very much so. Yeah, that was pretty sick though. I did stay up. We had to go to extra time with Mexico. Got a sick little header to give us the win in extra time. It was pretty dope. And,
that was very dope.
Yeah, Mexico definitely should have beat us, but I don't fucking care. We're the best in the world now. We're not going to talk about what the women's soccer team did because they haven't even played in their medal game. So we'll talk about that when they play in their medal game because we're all positive vibes only right here. We got to fucking catch up to China. We got to catch up to China in the fucking medal count right now. I'm a little worried that we're not be able to defend our Olympic title. We're losing to them in golds. We have the most overall. But
what did I just say? This one doesn't if we don't win, it doesn't even count anyway because as Americans, we play to the crowd.
Well, yeah, but
there's no crowd.
I still want to win in spite of that.
Well, of course, but if we don't, then that's the reason. Well, our goat couldn't go because she had the twisties, and safety first. Everyone knows she's the goat, so it doesn't matter anyway. But that's 5 more medals we would have had right there,
right?
Or at least 5 more golds. I don't know. Maybe we still medaled in those, but
we need golds. That's what we really need.
Well, I mean, all the individual events she didn't do. That's as many as she didn't do. That's as many medals. She only did 1 and still medaled in that, even though she had the twisties, wasn't in the right headspace. She's like, I'm still going to go out and do it once for the, for the country. And she showed up, not in the right headspace. Bam, still medaled. Goat. Queen goat.
Yeah. So speaking of the Queen goat, Simone Biles, feel good stories are back. Because if you've been doing as much paying attention to the Olympics as I have been, you've they had that little podium, or not podium, the little deck in front of the Olympic rings in Tokyo that they have athletes out to, and they'll talk to them about what they've been doing. They had Caleb Dressel out. Well, they had the gymnastics team out the other day, and I think it's Suni Lee and
shout out Suni
Skinner. Michaela Skinner won gold in other events in gymnastics that Simone had pulled out of. They got
Suni was all around, I believe.
Right, yeah.
So if Simone had gone in that, we would have went 1-2.
Theoretically, yes, we would have, because Simone was
not theoretically. We would have went 1-2.
Assuming Simone would have been able to do the routine and her twisties didn't affect.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If she could have gone, we went 1-2. So there we go. That's another one.
But I get Simone Biles was when you think about this year's Olympic team, it's name the most important person going to the Olympics. It was Simone Biles. I get that. I saw them. They had the gymnastics team on, and they did an interview. It was a 20-minute interview, and they talked to Simone Biles for 17 of those minutes. And I was like, 2 of the girls right next to her have gold fucking medals, man. I get that Simone's a story, and I'm hoping she's okay and all that, but it's I'm fucking sick of just only feel good stories being what we talk about. We're getting our ass kicked in the fucking gold medal count, guys. Let's talk about who's fucking winning shit. Let's ask the questions. Is America not as great as it used to be? I asked this last week. We improved, so maybe we need another kick in the ass by old Alex saying are we not as red, white, and blue as we used to be?
Shut up, commie.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to motivate us. Shut up. But
Mal Middleton makes another appearance.
I don't fucking care about the Italian and Qatarish pole vaulters that were or high jumpers that were let's just share the medal. I don't fucking care. They should have to fight for it, and winner takes all. All right, I don't want that.
Mal Middleton is just
we're
shitting on
teaching
America,
a fucking generation of kids
jealous of China.
Winning is not the most important thing, and winning, I understand being nice to people and being having humility, and being not a mean person after you win or a bully, but let's fucking get some goddamn gold. Let's talk to the fucking gymnasts that won some fucking golds right there. Let's have Caleb Dressel on every goddamn day. I want Caleb Dressel on all the time because Caleb Dressel had fucking golds, and he had 5 golds.
I'm with you.
I know gold is the best in the Olympics, and I think we need to talk to the people that won golds there. Well, Tamra, God damn it, I can't remember her last name. It was a hyphenated last name. She won women's wrestling. She's
from the H.
From fucking Katie, dude.
Oh, Katie, yeah.
She had the fucking Why don't we have her on everything? Her fucking interview afterwards talking about like how she did it for her dad, how her dad motivated her and he passed away, and how she was going to use the money she gets from having a gold medal to buy her mom a food truck and all this. Like, I was like, I am fucking so sold on this for like, she should be the face of our Olympics right now. I'm not saying fuck Simone or anything like that. I'm not, this is not an anti-Simone thing at all. I don't want anybody to get that mixed up at all. Like, I 100% agree. Simone should be able to do what Simone wants to do. If like I'm not the one jumping on a balance beam and risking like breaking my neck if I don't land right. Like I totally get what she like her pulling out. That's not what I'm aiming this at. I'm just aiming this at like the coverage where it's like, let's fucking talk about wins, guys. Let's not talk about like, but she also knits on her time off. How wacky is that? It's like she got fucking 5th in the 400 meters. I don't care.
Tamara Mensah Stock.
What?
Tamara Mensah Stock.
Mensah Stock, yes. Shout out to her. I believe Morton Ranch High School.
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna look up where, but yeah, dude, just K-Town, baby.
Tamara Mensah Stock. That's my goat. That's my goat of these Olympics next to Caleb Dressel. My female goat is Tamara Mensah Scott, and my male goat is Caleb Dressel.
All I know is I'll be on the lookout for that food truck.
Yeah, dude, we should have her on the pod. Do you think we can get on the pod?
No.
Anybody in the Katy area that knows Tamara? She's my favorite Olympic athlete now.
I don't think she's going to go from like NBC Nightly News to Pass the Gravy. I love us.
Not right away, but like in a couple weeks, maybe.
Maybe a couple years.
When she's promoting the food truck, maybe she'll come on. We'll make her wrestle Robert. See if she can wrestle all 3 of us, and she'll just fucking submit all 3 of us.
She'll kick the shit out of us.
Oh yeah, but that'd be funny for content at least.
Would
it's just us running away from her.
No, stop it!
Stop it now! Let my friend alone! Leave my friend alone!
Tap, 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 tap.
I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not trying to be a dick. I feel like we used to focus on like who won. And I get that maybe we were spoiled because we had Michael Phelps and it was like gold. But like, let's talk about the winners. Feel good stories are cool. They got their place. I understand. Sprinkling them in. But we don't need like 45-minute segments on just like, how great is this? And it's like, yes, everybody had to overcome obstacles. And I understand that. And like, maybe I'm just an asshole. And I feel like I probably am just an asshole. But like, I want winners. Okay?
Alex, who was the greatest football coach of all time and therefore also just the greatest coach of all time? What was his name?
Bill Belichick.
Nope.
Bill Belichick.
No, is his name on the trophy? No, it was Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi. What is Vince Lombardi's? What is Vince Lombardi's most famous quote? Winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. That's what we need to teach.
I would have said Al Davis, just win, baby.
You would go Al Davis because you're all flash and no substance. Lombardi would have kicked the shit out of Al Davis.
Yeah, dude, he was frail.
I mean, not in his youth. I mean, Lombardi was frail.
He was stocky though, but he was like stocky.
Cancer. Yeah, Vince Lombardi was like 5'5". I think
he was like a big. He was a tall 5'5".
Yeah, he was a mountain of a man in a tiny man's body. But yeah, teach kids that winning is what's important. Win. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
No. Actually, we didn't really learn anything because we can just do what Russia did, and it'll be like ROUSA, Rusa. That would actually be kind of cool, like. Or no, it'd be USA, USAOC, United States of America Olympic Committee.
It'd be OAUSA, Olympic Athletes of the United States of America.
Yeah, like you can still do that and just win gold and shit. Like they banned your country, but like you can still play. All right. Like, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, dude, cheat. I don't fucking care. Just win. That's what we gotta do. Just fucking let's fucking fuck up China and
I mean,
get some more golds.
We don't need to cheat. You don't need to cheat. I'm just saying, like, push the boundaries.
See how far you can get.
Testing the limits. Like, don't get popped so that you can't go. But like, that's what baseball's always about. You gotta test the boundaries. See what you can get away with. It's called gamesmanship, guys. It's not called cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, cool. Feel good stories. Comeback
medals.
Kid.
Yeah.
Also, comeback kid this week. It's training camp fights, guys.
I was so excited to put this on there, and you beat me to it.
We said training camp was back last week. You're getting to hear the crunch of pads. You're getting to see guys run routes against air. You're getting to hear like, oh, dude, I know he didn't have a defense, but like, what? That was a fucking dime that he threw. Like, you're getting sold on all those videos. We got our fucking like one day we had 2 fucking like fights in practice. Really, like the Panthers one wasn't really as much fight as it was like some guy was trying to just fucking kill a teammate. I don't know. He did an illegal hit, then he got cut. So that guy's done with the Panthers. But the real one was the Giants. They had a full team brawl, and I love it. I love it. There was a lot of people trying to say how bad it is, how it's going to negatively impact the team.
You can spin it either way.
Because I'm spinning it the right way. I told you guys. Yeah. You guys know. Maybe I'm a homer. I don't fucking care. Everybody was like, he's already lost the team. They're fighting each other. I was like, no, they're fighting for each other. It was position groups fighting for position groups. It was the offensive line against the defensive line. And then somebody touched Danny, and then it was the entire offense against that line. And then everybody else comes in to defend theirs. It was defense against offense. It was fucking nuts. I want my quarterback to be in there. You can say, like, why is he at the bottom? He was getting scrappy. I want Danny Dimes to be fucking scrappy, okay? He's about to fuck up everybody in the league this year. And I like that. I like that attitude. I like that attitude.
I like your positive spin that, the team is fighting. They're hard-nosed.
He's the exact opposite of Aaron Rodgers, where Aaron Rodgers wants to be as far away from his teammates as possible. Danny Dimes is like, I'll get scrappy with you. I'll get right in there.
I feel I must present the other side of the spin.
I don't think there is another side, really.
I'll give it to you. There's actually multiple spins that spin off to the other side. You're undisciplined. That somebody's hitting your franchise quarterback in practice. Not good. Shows a lack of respect towards the team and the player. Joe Judge doesn't have control of his team because this is happening in practice. Also, Joe Judge thinks he's fucking Tuna. What's his goddamn name? Bill Parcells. That this fight happens in practice. Yeah, your quarterback's in the middle of the fight underneath the pile, not good by the team. So then he decides to run them like a bunch of high schoolers. That type of shit doesn't generally play for a long time.
Have you fucking seen Miracle, dude? We talked about this last week about the Olympics. I was like, just fucking run them. Just whatever you gotta do to win. You know what Herb Brooks did? He fucking won a gold medal there. We can't win a gold medal, but we can win a fucking trophy.
Come on, Herb. Yeah, first of all, I like Joe Judge. He ain't Herb Brooks. And millionaire athletes nowadays are very different than college athletes in the 80s. They don't put up with shit for very long because they're like, I'm a fucking millionaire. I don't have to deal with this bullshit. And you lose them really quick. Now, I'm not really buying into that yet. Joe Judge is still young in his tenure. We don't really know what kind of coach he's going to be. I'm just saying, you got to toe that line of how much of a disciplinarian you are in the pros because guys don't like that. I mean, look at what happened with Coughlin down in Jacksonville. They grew tired of his ass real fucking quick, and he wasn't even the head coach.
Right, but like that also won the Giants a Super Bowl when he did that shit and started finding Michael Strahan for showing up 5 minutes early to a meeting saying 5 minutes is not early.
Okay. Worked with Strahan. We'll say it was 10 years later? Not even. Did not work down in Jacksonville with guys like Jalen Ramsey, and they had some superstars down there, and they grew tired of it. Players are different now, man. They don't like being told.
So I was talking to somebody about this yesterday when I was obviously defending my king and my team.
Yes.
They were saying like how bad it was and all that, and they were like, dude, vets are gonna want to leave now, man. Like vets aren't gonna want to do this. And I said, no, I think that Joe Judge put a lot of time in like getting people to buy into his system last year because you saw a sort of a shift where they were playing for each other as opposed to just playing football. And like the defense was an entirely different unit by the end of the year. The offense kind of started to click at points in time when they were healthy. And I thought that they kind of like came together that way. I think that Joe Judge picked not maybe again, Herb Brooks, he didn't pick the best players in free agency. He didn't go get the best guys in free agency. He got the right guys in free agency. And I think that, you get guys that are motivated by that. If you're not motivated by that, you're easy to just be like, fuck this, you're a tryhard, which is why the guy Looney, the tackle that we signed from the Cowboys, he retired today because he's a little bitch that played in Dallas. And they was just like, you see, we just talked about how cool it would have been if Dak wasn't hurt. And if you stop throwing all those interceptions, we didn't really play a lot.
That
was why he was kind of a little bitch and quit. But everybody else was like, no, dude, this fucking happens. We're a team. This is us.
I had to present the other side. I had to present the other side. I'm with you on this, though. I think your players are showing some fight. And also,
and it's like week one, it's like the first day of pads.
The division is yours to win.
Exactly.
Dallas is the Hard Knocks team. The Hard Knocks team is never good. They are never good. Not to mention, it's fucking Dallas. Dak Prescott is still their quarterback.
Right.
They've got superstars everywhere. I don't know about their defense. Their defense should be improved, but they had nowhere to go but up.
That's true.
But they still have CeeDee Lamb is, I think, already better than Amari Cooper. But even with all of those weapons, Dak's still going to miss them on wide open slants. Zeke isn't fat anymore, but their offensive line is still their offensive line. The Cowboys have all this hype, and what do the Cowboys do with hype? They disappoint every fucking time.
I don't know if this is I've never heard this stat or any other stat related to it before, but I'm pretty sure no running back with a nose ring has ever won a Super Bowl.
That is true. Not one that they play with.
And Zeke plays with one, so just something to think about.
And Mike McCarthy's a fat piece of shit that doesn't know how to adjust his offense. So it's going to be the same offense from last year, but with Dak in instead of, whoever the fuck they played last year.
So that'll be like a 3-week period where it's like, fuck, they're good. And then we'll get tape on them.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
But
I also think it was like one of the first days of padded practices and shit for the Giants. Like it's guys that have been guys being dudes, man. Like you get to put the pads back on for the first time. You're like, yeah, dude, getting a little jacked up, and then you're like, oh hey, dude, a little too hot. What are you doing? You're coming at me too much right there. Chill out. And then you just start shoving, and then one guy shoves back, and then before you know it, there's a little scuffle between the boys. That's what I look at it as.
Yeah, that's what happens with guys. We fight, and then after you punch each other in the face a couple times, you're like, we're friends now. I didn't like you before, but
now we're friends and we fight these guys.
We had physical combat, so now we're friends.
And they're training to fight. So really, watch out, rest of the league.
Also, Saquon's legs. So yeah,
Saquon wasn't even involved, but a kick from Saquon would murder a man.
Yeah, 300 when he kicked the guy into the hole. Yeah, that's Saquon.
But he would kick through your chest, probably.
Yeah. Or that guy would have flown over the hole.
Yeah, they would have to do a redo.
Yeah. God damn it.
Training camp fights, dude. Everybody was trying to so I felt like there were a lot more spins of it being bad. And yes, I understand. Okay, players fighting amongst each other. Oh, all right. And 100%, I will be honest and say if the Dallas Cowboys had this exact same thing happen to them, I would be like, fuck them. This is a team in disarray. I get it.
That's because it's the Cowboys. The Cowboys are always a team in disarray.
Right. If it was a team I didn't like, I would totally say, yeah, it's a team in disarray. But because the Giants are my team, no, we were doing this because this is good. This is good. I'm buying back in on my team. I bought back in on my team, but I'm sticking with it. All right. They're going to break my heart. It's very likely that my heart will get broken again, but I'm ready to be hurt again. I'm in love with this Joe Judge fella. I'm in love with this Danny Dimes guy. I'm in love with Saquon, but we're good. All right. They got me back and I'm back in. And it's my duty to spin everything in a positive light for them, unless it's a sexual assault or hitting women at one point, at which point I will say, no, that is not okay.
Hey buddy, I hope it works out for you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
But speaking about buying into my teams, you guys actually talked to me about this last week. You Robert, I think you're Alex, what are your thoughts on the Yankees? Are you ready for them to fire everybody or what? And I was like, dude, I'm fucking done with them, man. This team's not going anywhere. But then, you know what? They had the trade deadline come up, and they got Joey Gallo, and they got Anthony Rizzo. And I was like, fuck it, boys. We're back in. We're back in. Dusted off the old. I didn't dust off the old hat. I just picked up the hat, threw it back on, was like, let's fucking go.
My favorite thing from the trade deadline was his first picture, Joey Gallo's first picture, where he shaved the beard and his face looks fat now, and somebody called him Joey Gallon.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, it's not like it used to be when free agents go to New York and then they're amazing. They're just going to suck now.
Hey, buddy. Hey, they've both gone deep. Anthony Rizzo did it twice.
Yeah.
And also it's really funny because my girlfriend has like a huge crush on Anthony Rizzo, which is the only reason she was a Cubs fan. And I was like, hey, guess what happened with Rizzo? And she was like, what? Like, he's a Yankee now. And she didn't believe me. And so now I'm like, you're going to watch our boys? Like, I keep calling them like our boys. And she's like, I can't just be a Yankees fan. And I was like, you fucking better be now. Like, this is a Yankees household.
Whoa, you're just telling a woman what to do?
Only on which team to root for. I believe that it's okay in that instance if she was rooting, because she was trying to go back to the Rangers. See, so it's like, what do you want to go with? What do you want to go with?
The Astros. She lives in Houston.
But she's from like the Grand Prairie area, which is Rangers country. I was
but she's smart, so she's not doing that.
But my pitch was, but we also have Joey Gallo, so it's kind of like you get to root for the Cubs and the Rangers and the Yankees. Just all of them wear pinstripes and they have an NY on them.
Red Sox, just
and Rougned Odor. He was a Ranger before.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit, and he sucks, and he's still terrible.
He's decent now.
No, he sucks.
He's batting at the bottom of the lineup, but I don't mind him in like the 7 spot.
He sucks.
He comes up with a bunch of clutch hits. He's had a couple of wins from the Yankees this year that have been pretty clutch hits. And then I don't know. Rizzo's back there. He fucking went yard that first game against the Marlins that he was on the Yankees. I was like, we're winning the World Series. I think I tweeted it out too. I was like, we're Yankees and Rizzo gonna win the World Series. I was immediately bought back in. I'm an idiot, but I don't fucking care. I'm back in. Yankees pitching is going to be the downfall of them again because we traded for 2 guys. Yeah. And then the other night against the Orioles in like 6 innings, they gave up 7 runs. And I was like, oh, but those were the 2 guys we just traded for. Fuck.
Yeah. And Cole's going to become a super spreader for your team.
No, shut up. The Astros already went through their fucking COVID thing. We're just doing it later.
This is like the 3rd time you guys have done it.
It's the 3rd person that's got it.
No.
And then 2 of them, Gleiber was
last time it happened.
His was a false positive, and they said that because regardless if it's a false positive or not, because of the MLB restrictions, you have to still do the 10-day isolation.
Wait, Cole's was a false positive?
No. Torres early in the year, because they were like, yeah, his was actually it wasn't even a positive test. It was a false negative. Or false positive.
I don't believe that at all. The MLB lies for the Yankees. It's documented. This just means that Cole doesn't care about his team, doesn't care about taking any precautions for his team. He had already given up on the team before the trades.
Vaccinated, buddy. Garrett Cole is vaccinated.
So he should still be careful.
He was careful, dude.
If he's vaccinated and still getting it, it means he's an idiot.
I
think that's what that means.
Think you have science to back that up.
Oh, I have plenty of science. It's called my brain. I'm the most scientific man in this room.
Very, very smooth brain.
Dude, I've got the wrinkliest brain. My brain looks like an old man's balls.
I bet ever.
Your brain looks like a baby bottom, and my brain looks like a terraformed map of a rolled up piece of paper.
Well, back to my point though. The Yankees are back. I mean, we whipped the fucking Orioles last night. Orioles powerhouse. So that's big. We crushed the Marlins over the weekend. That's a huge team. Obviously, they're darling like Marlins. So, that's a pretty big series win right there. I like the shirt. I'm drinking a darling like a Marlin right now, but I also have a couple more that I have left.
Yeah, Yankees are not back. They're
back. They're going to make the postseason. They're going to make the postseason, just like I said last week. But now they're going to be better. And they'll probably still be the wild card team that gets knocked out. But who cares? Who gives a fuck? Just get in the fucking postseason. And who knows what's going to happen? All right? Maybe the pitching will all of a sudden just get good. And our bullpen will stop sucking. I don't know.
Nope.
Maybe COVID gives them some extra power or some shit.
Nope.
And they were talking about careers that were made by COVID.
I mean, COVID isn't spider tack, so I don't think it's going to help Garrett Cole.
You didn't mind it when he was helping your team, did you?
No. I didn't.
Something to think about. So you were cool with cheating.
It's called being a fan. It's called being a fan. It's just like it's like Dodgers fans that boo the Astros but cheer Mookie Betts. Sports is about hypocrisy, man. You hate until they're on your team. Then they're cool.
Well, I don't think you're going to get any apologies from Dodgers fans anytime soon, which brings us to our next comeback kid, and that is apologies, because fucking Rivers Cuomo over there, governor or mayor of fucking New York. Did you see his fucking apology video he did?
Guys, I did not sexually harass anyone. Now let me show you a video of me sexually harassing a bunch of people.
I thought it was I genuinely thought when they started doing that, I was like, wait, like, was this a fucking, like, one of those, like, Adam Schneffner accounts that, like, gets people on, like, free agency and stuff in the NFL? Or, like, you know, somebody will read, like, I think Barry McCockiner every now and then gets, like, picked up nationally from some, like, that's his it's like
that's how
Barry McCockiner.
That's how Uncle Chaps got started, man.
It's just troll tweets, and then people pick it up. I was like, somebody fucking made this video. Oh no, this is literally from his website.
Guys, I don't sexually harass women. It can't be sexual harassment of women because I do it to black people and women and children and gay people. Like, no, you're just sexually harassing every group there is, you stupid bastard.
You just said, you just sexually harass everything.
You know who he
sexually
is?
Harassed it. And then he was putting pictures. He was like, when he started posting pictures of him just like kissing people on the cheek and doing all this shit that then like people could possibly complain about. It was like, well, that wasn't like a gala. That doesn't mean you needed to like kiss that person on the cheek. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan. Like, I don't want this to get super political, and I don't want to like talk about like I guess on both sides and shit. Like, whatever. We're not trying to say this is like left or right, but it's just like the fucking apology video itself was so cringy, dude. Like Michael Scott's. Like, I will not apologize no matter what was on that paper. I was not responsible. You have 3 days. Like that, like that level of cringy, but like worse. Like I would watch 1,000 Michael Scott apology videos before I'd watch that again. Like it's what?
He's the real life version. If you didn't watch Parks and Rec, you won't get this, but he's the real life version of Councilman Dexhart. It's just, hey, this is your 9th scandal. How are you going to handle it? Well, I just want to reiterate, I'm not going to resign. I'm still not going to resign.
So he's the Councilman Dexhart and a little bit of jam.
Yes. It's just like, this is your 9th time you've been caught cheating on your wife. I have no plans to resign. Like, dude. And then he's got Fredo on TV fucking just defending him at every turn.
Please don't say that.
Oh, no, he's Fredo forever.
Please don't say, you're not allowed to say that about Italians.
No, not Italians, about Fredo.
About Italians, don't say that.
That was one of the greatest takes of all time.
But no, I mean, they're like, obviously it's a thing that he does, like, where it's just like, wait. What? Like, okay. And then it just kept going. The video just kept going. Just go look up Rivers Cuomo apology video, and I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah. Killing old people, not enough to get him out of office. 97 sexual harassment cases, not enough to get him out of office. And then uses the defense that it's not sexual harassment. I do it to everyone.
He's indiscriminate.
Like that's a bold strategy.
He's not a discriminatory sex offender, alleged sex offender.
I don't harass women. I harass everyone. That makes it okay.
I am sorry for anyone that misinterpreted it. That's the way I am.
And I have no plans to resign.
Oh, okay, dude. Cool. Got it. So yeah, apologies. They're back. Apologies are definitely back, but fucking Rivers Cuomo with his big time apology there. And I also have Lizzo as our final comeback kid, because I don't know if you saw this. Somebody had my friend Tessa was showing me this at work the other day. She was like, Lizzo was going off on TikTok like, I didn't fucking crush anybody to death. I'm not that fucking big. Like, That was me paraphrasing it, but I do believe she said, "I'm not that fucking big." And then it was her jumping, like running and jumping onto her bed. Like, you think I can fucking kill someone? And I was like, wait,
you left out a detail. It's that there was an internet rumor going around.
Well, there was a troll tweet that she killed a guy
someone with a stage
diving. And it was like, oh, Lizzo, no, don't reply to it. Not real. Like, we know you didn't fucking kill anybody stage diving. It was a fat joke somebody made, but it was like, just don't engage with that though. You don't really think that.
Before I even watched the video, the first thing that popped in my head when I just read the headline was what's his name? Tim Anderson from I Think You Should Leave. I didn't do shit.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Like how do you think you have to address that? You think there's actually people out there that think you're a murderer? The only reason I heard about this story is because you fucking replied to it, Lizzo. God damn it.
You're helping get it out. I didn't fucking kill nobody stage diving. I take your word for it, Queen. Like, we believe you.
Just an absolutely amazing tweet in the first place. And then just to get her to reply is
one of those. We did that
well
on my other podcast, Claire Big Blue podcast. Arlo White, the NBC commentator for a lot of their like primetime games for the English Premier League, he always would do like the same shtick, and we're just making fun of like he would like it was like you could tell he had to read it, but he'd be like, and as always, there is no room for racism. And I was like, yeah, dude, we know. Like we get it. Like that they're taking the knee. Like, and I wasn't knocking on the knee, like taking the knee, but it was like he said the same like 5 things over and over again, and then he like I guess searched his name and watched our video of us just making fun of him, and then he commented, and we kind of went back and forth with him. But it was like sometimes people just like but he called us like he was sarcastically calling us 2 of the great football minds of our times, and so I was like, please screenshot that because I'm going to use that. And so now we just say we're 2 of the greatest football minds of our times. Arlo White. And he also was like, and the slightly less drunk one on the left says this at this point. And I was like, cool. I mean, he was making fun of me, but I'm going to clip that beginning of it. And that looks really good.
You can make fun of me all you want, but we don't, in the middle of our television broadcast, we don't have to say, hey, entire country, don't be racist to the athletes.
Right, it's like that's not an easy position for him to be in either. But we were just fucking around, and then he like got all mad at us. But it was,
like,
whatever.
Fix your shit, soccer.
And then I did make like in my impression of him, I did kept because he's British, and I kept saying crikey, and he actually tweeted out something that said crikey on it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, he says it, he does say it, he did say it, he said it. We all saw it, we saw it. I said it, he said it.
Fucking
I made
Britain.
this happen. I made this happen. But what the fuck was that? Oh no, Lizzo. Because like people are always like, why do you why do you troll? Like what is the point of trolling? What do you get out of it? And I was like, well, sometimes you can go viral by saying like Lizzo killed a fan stage diving at a concert. Like, and then Lizzo picks it up, replies to it, and then everybody has it. It's on a TMZ article. Like that's why I do that. Because I hope that one day, like I was hoping when I was doing my Austin USA soccer tweets about how we are the best soccer country in the world, the capital of soccer in this world. I was just hoping like, you know, it would like, it didn't get picked up by any pundit that wanted to just like ether me and be like, dude, I owned this random guy talking about this game. Like I didn't get that. And I always want that. Like that's like deep down inside. You just hope somebody really gets mad enough to like do that. But it's somebody that's big enough and you're like, yeah, dude, I don't fucking care. Like Lizzo, or just fucking around.
Or just you hope they show their friends like, you see this fucking idiot that I found online, and their friends just look at him like, dude, they're trolling you. You're so dumb.
Yeah. I'm just totally owning this guy. This isn't the Enron building. Go follow my Instagram at Alex J. Middleton.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
All right. So yeah, Lizzo, she's back. Guys, Lizzo didn't kill anybody. Okay. She didn't kill anybody. And I mean, I, for one, am Team Lizzo on this. I think we all should be Team Lizzo, but can we unanimously say we are Team Lizzo? We stand Lizzo now.
Sure. I'm also team trolling celebrities into thinking that they have to respond to fake death rumors about them fucking squishing someone to death on a.
I was gonna say, should we go after Lizzo? But no, like it's too fresh. It's too fresh. We can't. Like I don't want. We're team Lizzo. All right. So anybody that comes at Lizzo, Gravy Gang, we got her back.
Isn't she from Houston?
Yeah, dude. That's why we got her back.
It's all about the H.
She's our queen. I like that we have like 15 queens and like 10 kings. Like, yes, that's our queen, and this is our king, and also this is our king. Lil Nas X is our king. Daniel Jones is our king. We got all kinds of kings.
Aaron Rodgers is our king.
No, he's not anymore. Actually, he's a bad teammate. But Simone Biles is our queen. So is Tamra Stock.
Yes.
Nailed it. And Suni Lee is also my queen too. So perfect. All right, Lizzo was our final comeback hit, I believe. And let's move along to the What Would Jesus Do segment, where we will answer your questions on what Jesus would do in a specific situation. You can throw him into this time period. If Jesus were to come back in 2021, what kind of stuff would he be faced with? Would he have to deal with? Hit us up, hashtag PTG WWJD to @PassTheGravyPod on Twitter. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat DN. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Hit us up, hashtag PTG WWJD @PassTheGravyPod. This is What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a modern time. If you wrote the jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our buddy Mikey P at It's Just Mikey P on Twitter. He says, what would Jesus be embarrassed to buy at the store?
Basically anything from Home Depot.
I think wine.
Wood, nails.
I think
no,
wine.
He wouldn't buy wine. He makes wine.
Well, but what if he was like having a bad day, couldn't turn it into wine, and he like had to go to the store today? Like, what are you doing buying? Like, if I'm just saying, like, I'd be embarrassing. Wow. You know, like if you're going through the line and they're like, what are you doing with wine? Like, I'd look up at Jesus, like, huh? And like, I feel like that would be embarrassing. Like, I wouldn't like bat an eye if Jesus was getting other stuff. But like, if he had wine, I'd be like, bro, that's like your thing, right?
Are you questioning Jesus's powers?
I'm just saying, I'm sure he had off days.
I mean, even an off day for him is a perfect day for us.
I would say the Bible was more like a highlight reel. Like he got like David and Mark and Paul and Job and all. Like it was.
That's just because they couldn't show everything.
But it was written by Jesus's hype man. Like he got his boys. Like you're gonna hype your boy up in any boy. Like, if I was like, Robert, I don't know if I trust either of you.
If Jesus's life,
if I didn't think you'd fuck me over, I don't think Jesus thought his boys were gonna fuck him over. But like, I would like to think if I was like, Robert, yo, like I need you to like, I'm gonna change the fucking world. I'm gonna do all this crazy shit. I need you to document it in a book. But then I have 12 other people that are also gonna write books, and they're gonna like do these chapters. Like I'd like to think that you'd be like gassing me up in the book, you know, like you emphasize that like it was a little bit greater than it was. Like I wasn't.
You're looking at it all wrong.
I wasn't tripping on shrooms. I was talking to a burning bush.
You're looking at it all wrong.
And like I think that like it's a highlight reel. It's a highlight reel. So you didn't see the off days that JC had where it was like, fuck, I couldn't heal this leper.
If Jesus's life was a book, the Bible was the movie of it. There's so many details.
Passion of the Christ.
The Passion of the Christ would have been your buddy telling you about the movie.
Well, it was an actual movie, is what I'm saying.
Like when he takes one scene and tells you about that one scene, that's the Passion of the Christ. No, because think about how many great things Jesus did, but you just can't get it all into the movie. So many great things in the book.
But also think about how many times he maybe didn't like what I'm not knocking Jesus, but I'm just saying like everybody has off days, you know? Fucking Walker Bueller is a great pitcher. He had an off day yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a great pitcher. Jesus is Jesus. The guy don't miss.
Like everybody has bad days.
Not Jesus. He's the Son of God.
That's like because he's propped up because his boys are like, no, dude, homie was always on. Hey, chill.
No,
Like,
Wheezy is
homie was
barking at you because,
always
like,
on.
dude, you're disrespecting Big J.
No.
Homie
not.
was always on. Homie was always on.
But like, because his boys say he was.
I don't know.
Like, he wasn't really on. How was he? Wasn't really on knowing about Judas. You know.
You keep. He
stopped that.
He knew coming into the world that he had to die.
Stop. But like,
why did he stop? Because he was destined. He was destined to die for our sins. I feel like you're not getting this at all.
Oh, I get it.
No, you don't.
I'm just saying. I think that maybe you think he walks. All he did was walk on water whenever there was water around. Like, I'd like to think that he probably had a day where like he fell through the water at one point. It was like, fuck.
See, we've discussed this. You feel like Jesus can't go into water. He can. He chose to walk on top of it. He can still swim if he wants to.
But some days I bet he can't walk on water because he doesn't have the stuff. Like,
I want to send this.
He just doesn't have the stuff
to every Christian organization that we can. Just like, hey, check out this guy that is just disrespecting Jesus.
We'll love this whole segment. By the way, I wanted to give a shout out to some of the Gravy Gang because they were like they were being our book writers, our Jesus hype men. Because it was Alex McThunder one. He said, when I tell people I listen to Pass the Gravy, they ask what it's about, and I say a bunch of dudes being bros, also ladles and boomerangs. And then my buddy Mike Fish at Mr. Mike Fish said, it's a generally wholesome podcast, reminding people to vote, talking about Jesus. It's a podcast for the whole family to enjoy. And I was like, I love that write-up about Pass the Gravy. That's what I'm going to use from now on. We talk about Jesus, tell people to vote. Really, what we do all kinds of great things. And then you listen to it and you're like, oh God.
So your answer was he'd be embarrassed to buy wine based on a flawed logic that Jesus wasn't great at all times.
It's got to be embarrassing if you're Jesus and you had to buy wine. But he won it, right?
But he won it. He won it. He would just make wine.
Respect the exercise. If he's up there buying wine, you're like, what's up?
I am respecting the exercise because I'm taking Jesus for what he was. He wouldn't have to buy wine because he can make wine.
For what you read, you didn't know him.
You didn't know him either.
Right. So I can be a skeptic.
But I know what Jesus can and can't do. And I know what he can do. I don't know what he can. He can make wine.
Allegedly.
I'm going to say he's going to be embarrassed by
what if he didn't turn water into wine? He like ran to the store and got a bunch of bags of wine and then just poured it where the water was at that point.
Now you're just blatantly calling Jesus a liar that doesn't have Jesus powers. Now you're questioning that he's the son of God. This is blasphemy, and
have you never seen like on Family Guy where
I've seen
Brian
Family Guy.
Stewie went back in time and they were like, well, that was like that Jesus was attractive. Yeah, he has one finger and then two fingers and then he hits the hands together and he has three fingers and everybody's like, whoa!
Yeah, I have.
Like wow. Like what if but he was written about, I guess, some like great man. What if he was just like the first guy to invent magic?
You are a blasphemer, sir.
If you didn't know what magic was before we were told it was magic, then who knows what it was.
So basically what you're saying is Jesus had no powers. He just had spider tech.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if it would be probably a little embarrassing for him to be at the corner store with a bottle of wine he's buying. That'd be pretty embarrassing.
You're using a flawed logic and you're coming from a place that just doesn't even exist. So your answer is just wrong. Okay, so you're wrong.
Where my brain went,
Robert,
I was like, if he got a case of water, you'd be like, what are we doing? We doing a big walk tonight? We doing a big walk tonight? Oh, we got a bottle of water. You're cool because it's water. Like if you got the nails and stuff, I'd be like, hey, dude, I'd stay away from Judas. Like that's what I would say. I don't think that would be embarrassing.
See, another thing. You keep saying that why didn't he know that Judas was going to kill him? He knew he had to die for all of mankind, so he wasn't worried about Judas killing him.
He knew it was Judas.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And he let it happen because he knew it was his destiny. So you gave a shit answer. I gave a good answer. Robert, what is your answer?
I was gonna say Bible because, wouldn't you know what's in it?
That is a great answer.
No, because it hadn't been written yet.
But he's Jesus. He knows the stories. It was his life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what's in it.
Bible would be embarrassing too, but I also think wine would be. What was your fucking answer? What was your nails?
Nails and 2x4s. I feel like that'd be very embarrassing to have to buy as Jesus.
I don't think so, because you just have people kind of warning you. I don't think it'd be embarrassing.
Warning him about what?
Hey, dude. What are you planning on doing with these? Do you have anybody named Judas that's going to help you put together a fence or some shit?
Okay,
I don't stay away from Judas tomorrow.
The Bible. You have zero knowledge of the Bible, because everything you say has nothing to do with what is going on with the Bible and Jesus.
This is normally a very biblically correct segment that we do.
You said people would warn him.
The King James version of the Bible.
You just said people would warn him about buying nails and wood. Do you think Judas stole nails and wood from Jesus and nailed him to the cross?
Dude, we're talking about this being in 2021, that Jesus is here like today. And
that's what I'm saying.
Like, if I was
why would they have to warn him
home,
about buying nails and wood and about his friend?
If I saw Jesus come through with a bunch of wood to make if I saw Jesus come through that, I'd be like, hey, like, what you making? Like, you know, I feel like I'd try and like give him a heads up, even if he already knew. I think it'd be like a courtesy thing. So I don't think it would be embarrassing for him. I think it would be embarrassing being like, I can turn water into fucking wine, but I got to buy a goddamn bottle of wine because my girl wanted some Pinot Grigio and I could only fucking make Zinfandel today.
See, you question his powers, and now I have to break down. It would be embarrassing buying nails and wood, because every cashier and person walking by would be like, your hands. Yeah, I fucking know this is what was used to kill me. I'm building a fucking bench. Leave me alone. That's why it would be embarrassing. Thanks for making me explain the joke, because you're too dumb and just dead set on using your dumb answer.
Also, fuck you, because Jesus buying anything at a store.
Fuck me. Fuck you.
Jesus buying anything at a store wouldn't be embarrassing if it was fucking woods and nails, because he's a goddamn carpenter.
Respect the exercise.
Yeah, he's a carpenter probably when he comes back too, dude. So like, maybe I'm just making a fucking table for my fucking living room, dude. Fuck off, Pat. What's with the fucking third degree? Like, you know, like, I don't think he would be embarrassed at all.
Oh, I mean, I have to choose an answer because you have to respect the exercise.
So a carpenter buying wood and nails would be like, man, that's embarrassing.
Well, when he's famously
stuff for his
killed,
business.
When he was famously killed by being nailed to wood, that kind of tracks. To say, man, it would be embarrassing to buy wine even though you can make it because maybe you have an off day. Jesus doesn't have off days. You think Jesus ever built a bench and was like, nope, it's not even.
I've always wanted to write a TV show where he did do that. Like Jesus, like that would be like
he was
Jesus
a shitty carpenter.
No, like Jesus was like God was just kind of like an overbearing parent sometimes, and like Jesus was just trying to get through things, and he's like, God, Dad, damn it, I don't want to go into carpentry, Dad, just because you were a carpenter. He's like, I built the human race.
Okay, once again, like, God was not a carpenter.
Dad. No, but like I was saying, carpentry. He built the human race. It was a fucking joke on. It was a carpentry joke. You wouldn't get it.
He created the human race. He didn't build them.
With his brain, he built it.
I hate you so.
You're arguing shit that doesn't even matter. Like right now, like you can't really argue it because like I can make up anything, and you cannot.
Have you met me? I can argue.
I'm just saying, it's nonsensical to argue this because I'm gonna have a take on the opposite side no matter what you do.
You've got a bad take.
I'll die on this hill.
I don't even remember, Robert. What was your answer? I'm so mad at him. I forgot what you said.
Bible.
I said a Bible.
Oh, the Bible. Yeah, that's the best answer. Robert wins. I come in second. Alex, you don't even place third.
You're not anywhere near.
You got DQ'd. No. You got
Robert,
DQ'd.
you don't think it would be embarrassing for Jesus to buy a bottle? Like if Jesus bought wine, you don't think it'd be a little embarrassing?
Wouldn't have to because he can create it.
Yeah, I think he can create it. I don't think he.
What if he have an off day?
There's no stories about Jesus just walking up to a like.
What if he can only make red wine? We don't know the whole complexities of it.
A water bottle and turning it into wood. He'd still have to buy wood and nails. He can't create those. He can create wine.
He can only. What if he can only make red wine and like his girl wanted fucking rosé?
Why are you doubting Jesus?
Mary Magdalene's like, JC, I want rosé tonight, and he's like, all right, I got you.
Why are you?
You know what? Then fuck you. Fine. It would be embarrassing for him to buy condoms because his dad could also immaculately concept somebody into you anyways, even if you fuck him.
Once again, his dad can do it. He can't. Every.
That's why I'm saying it's pointless to fuck Jesus with a condom because his dad can knock you up for him, even if the condom works.
Every point that you start from is wrong, so your answer is just dumb.
No, you're just like that guy where you're wrong on everything, and you're like, I am not wrong, but you're so wrong. You look stupid now.
I mean, Robert agreed with me.
Yeah, to make you feel better.
I don't think that's it. I think Robert just doesn't like to publicly doubt Jesus Christ.
Robert just wanted to end the fucking conversation, and that's why I agreed with you. I'm right. They're wrong.
I've tried to throw it to Robert twice to end it, and you keep diving back in. You're just dead set on holding on. A carpenter
buying a hammer and nails, buying stuff to put things together is not going to raise red flags to a lot of people. It's not going to be embarrassing either. Like if you were a gardener and you bought flowers
he was killed
dirt,
by them.
I don't think that would be embarrassing either. If you're a painter and you were buying paint, I don't think that would be embarrassing.
Talking to you is like...
I got another answer. He'd be embarrassed to buy hair extensions.
That would be good. Okay, hair extensions.
You should have stuck with your first one.
Hair extensions or wigs?
The Bible.
Yeah, like a toupee.
Jesus buying the Bible
would be hilarious. See, that goes into my show that I already have verbal trademark rights to. Robert, you can be a producer on it because you have that idea. But like, he comes home, it's like that old Jason Momoa commercial where he like takes off his muscles, and he's like a skinny guy. Like JC comes home, he's like, long day, carpentry and healing lepers. He pulls off the fucking toupee, and he's just like a bald guy. You're like, what? And it's just like, this is Jesus that you don't see. Just a guy. Sometimes he's cracking open a cold one.
I hate you.
A bottle of wine that he bought at the store. Embarrassingly. That was our What Would Jesus Do segment. Thanks, Mikey P. That really got us into a fight. Now we all hate each other. So
that was the most contentious it's gotten in a while, and I don't think it's going to get any better.
Pat, tell our friends about Southern Star.
Woo-wee. I mean, even with as angry as I am right now, I know in a couple minutes I'll be good because I have delicious Southern Star beer to calm me down. When life gives you a friend who's an absolute moron, grab a beer. And when you grab a beer, grab a Southern Star because you might as well drink the best there is out there. Currently, as I've been drinking, I've been on a kick of these strawberry bombies right now. Every time I go to the store, I just can't grab anything else. Strawberry Bombshell Blonde. Get it. It is the favorite beer of this podcast. Maybe you want something different. Original Bombshell Blonde. You can get the Bombshell Pills, which I'm getting angry again because I've been trying to find it for 2 weeks. Can't find it anywhere. I just got to be patient. It's not one of my strong skills. But you know who is patient? The guys who make this beer because it's so goddamn good. It takes patience and hard work to make delicious beer, and they've got a whole line. You like dark beers? You got the Winter Warmer, the Buried Hatchet. I don't think you can get Winter Warmer right now. You can get Buried Hatchet year-round. Stout. Phenomenal. You like a citrusy beer right here, strawberry. You can also get the Sunday brunch or Southern brunch. Southern brunch, basically a mimosa in your mouth. Anything you want, they're going to make it. They're innovators too. What's that say right there around that beer, Robert? Spun it really fast. First to can craft in Texas.
That was really.
They're innovators. Innovators. Simply guys, it's the best. They're the best there is. They wake up in the morning and they piss excellence
of beer.
They're the goats of beer.
Why would you not want the best beer in the world? All right,
we stand our kings and queens.
Figure it the fuck out. Figure it out. If you don't like Southern Star, then like, what are you doing? Get it together. There's something for everybody. Southern Star Brewing Company. If you're drinking a Southern Star, let them know you heard about them on the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Co. and at
Send in those
Star
pics.
BC on Twitter and Instagram. If you're drinking a Southern Star, let us see you drinking. We'll retweet you. We'll give you a shout out. We'll follow anybody back on the Pastor Gravy account that posts a picture of them with their Southern Star. Post a picture of drinking the Southern Star, enjoying it. You're soaking up these last couple days, maybe a summer before the kids go back at the pool. Fucking crush a couple strawberry bombies at the pool. Send us a picture. They're great pool beers because they don't have glass. They don't have glass containers. They just have cans. So it's awesome. You don't have to worry about hey, no glass. Sorry, buddy. These other beers, not allowed. Southern Star, always allowed. The best beer in the world, the official beer sponsor of Pastor Gravy.
Maybe if you're a fan of true crime novels, like that murder porn, you get into that shit.
Murder.
This Saturday, forensic psychologist and true crime author Frank Weber going to be up there from 2 to 7. We'll be speaking at 4. You got murder questions. You got true crime questions.
I'm going to go answer only questions about O.J. Simpson.
Yes, and I'm sure he'll give you great answers. And then the weekend after that, next Saturday, if you like beer and you like running, I don't know why you'd like running. Some people do. Get a 5K beer run. If you're going to run, there better at least be beer. So if you're going to do it, might as well do it with Southern Star.
There you go. It's a solid reward for having to run.
Yeah.
The official beer sponsor of Pass Gravy and the Not Cool segment that we're about to get into. If you have a not cool that happens to you throughout the week, anything that makes you say, hey, man, that's not cool. Maybe, somebody punches you in the face. That's not cool. Maybe you're at a baseball game and these guys are throwing beers at you. That's not cool. Maybe, you just get a paper cut. That's also not cool. They're varying degrees. Hit us up on Twitter at Pass Gravy Pod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool. And this is our not cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
I'll go first. I have a couple. One of mine, like I just was talking about meeting that guy Ryan who was listening to the podcast at HEB. Like we were in the checkout line, the self checkout. I only had a couple of things, so I was like, I'm just gonna go to self checkout, which I usually like. If I'm never gonna do a full scan of like a whole grocery cart because that's not my job to scan groceries. But if it's just a couple of things and it's faster, I'll do that. The only problem was I had alcohol. Scanned the alcohol, was getting some Southern Star, and bleep. It's like, oh, hey, wait for them to come verify ID. And I was like, tight. And there's usually a guy that's like right around the area. And I was like, where's my dude in the red shirt? He's probably helping some. Okay, actually, I don't see any red shirted person, man or woman, around helping any. Is anybody here doing this? And like, you can't keep scanning anything because it's got the like blocker up there, so you can't just get alcohol. Because like, I would have loved to just been able to scan the rest of my stuff and then wait on the alcohol at that point. But then it was like 5 minutes kind of went by, and I saw Ryan that was listening to us coincidentally. That I did not know, and I was like, he's got beer in his car. I was like, are you waiting on alcohol? He's like, yeah. Are you, Alex? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was a cool part. I got to meet Ryan. So shout out to Ryan. I appreciate you listening, bro. But just like, I'm sure the other person, the guy that was working the station was like doing something, maybe went and took a piss or had to go shit or whatever. Like, I get it, but it was just like, fuck, I'm spending more time in it, like waiting for this guy to just come approve this. Like, I have my ID ready. Hello. And then finally flagged somebody down and it worked out, but that sucked. That was the first time that had happened to me for like a super extended period of time where it's just like, hey dude behind me, waiting on one of these guys.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal.
Do I just take it all? I should have just put the groceries in the cart and just left.
Bill Burr style. Hell yeah.
That's how it works. Sorry. This is, guys, I tried to pay.
Nobody was here to pay me out, so I just fucking left. Now. Yeah, that would fucking enrage me. Now, also someone who shits a lot, he probably would just stand there like, all right, I got no coworkers around me. I gotta shit. I gotta go. And just fucking went. Like, I hope somebody walks by and notices that the station is empty.
They didn't.
No.
But that was my first not cool. And then the other one I have, and I kind of went on a rant about this on Saturday morning on Twitter, is people that don't know how to fucking walk dogs. People just walk dogs like fucking dickheads. And I'm talking specifically in, like, I live in an apartment complex. So like, there's a lot of people that have dogs. And, I always try and follow the rule of, it's like an unwritten rule, I guess. So we're talking like, it's kind of like one of those baseball things, but it's, okay, I have my dog. We're walking along the sidewalk. She's pissing or she's taking a shit. You pick it up, you do whatever you do. And then somebody else comes down, walking down the sidewalk. I try and make sure that, I move Wheezy along as like quickly as I can. I don't want, like, there's nothing worse than getting behind guy on the sidewalk that just fucking is like, my dog is just sniffing this and I'm doing this and I'm on my phone and I'm on the sidewalk and hey, how's it going? And I'm just going to be like, dude, I'm trying to go down the same fucking sidewalk as you. Go. Fucking go, fucking go, fucking go, fucking go, fucking go, fucking go, fucking go. Like, and they're not, and they just sit there. And I'm not talking to you. I'm not mad at you. Wheezy's like, what? But no.
Oh, where?
Like, yeah, but it just fucking pisses me off. And like this, it was like Saturday morning. It was the perfect fucking storm where it was guy that like right when you turned onto the sidewalk was just standing there, and his dog was barking at Wheezy, so Wheezy barks back. So it's like, I don't want to hang out with you guys. I'm gonna move Wheezy down here. So I walked on this little other grassy area, and it's kind of like a little thin strip. And there was a lady that I saw that was like had her dog on the other end, but that was a bigger dog that was just barking across to every other dog. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna stay away from that dog. So I was walking down the little area with Wheezy. That lady walks down there. I'm like, that's cool. I'll go further down here. Wheezy can have this area. You can get the front of that. Then she starts like doing the walk towards me. And I'm like, okay, our dogs are both barking at each other. They're both just being hysterical. Like, what made you think this was a good idea? And I said that. I was like, what made you think this was a good idea to keep coming this way? Like what? And she, like, I had headphones in, just kept fucking going. But I was just, like, it was just like, I felt like an old man. Just, what made you think this was a good idea? I just walked around her. I was like, God damn it, lady. And then you had the guy that was still fucking on his phone with his goddamn dog, had moved like 5 feet since then. I was like, it has been 10 minutes, man. Fucking move. Like, what is your dog doing? Just shit like that. Like if my dog's barking at your dog or whatever, like I'll just kind of, keep them at a distance. And then it's the worst is like the people then will have like their dog off a leash and the dog runs up and you're like, okay, well, Wheezy's a smaller dog. Like, Wheezy's the first dog I ever had to worry about, like, another dog attacking. I've always had boxers. And so it's like, okay, I think my boxer can kind of hold her own. I don't really care. But, like, with Wheezy, it's like, I'm not going to freak out on somebody, but it's like, oh, the dog just runs up and then Wheezy's loud and barking. And then sometimes the dog growls. And it's like, why? Like, put your dog on a fucking leash. There's a street. There's a street right there. There's a street 10 feet from us. Do you want your dog to die? You want your dog to get hit by a car? Is that what you want? Like, what are you doing? Well, he doesn't usually run off. He's run off 5 times that I can think of off the top of my head. Like, he does run off. When he sees other dogs, he runs off. What happens when he sees a dog across the street? Like, fucking keep your goddamn dog on a leash. All right? Like, I don't just fucking people that suck at walking dogs. It's the same people that I'm not saying they're people that don't put shopping carts back because I don't want to put that on them. They're the people that are just oblivious in the grocery store. And that's been a not cool of mine before where they're like, their cart's sideways. They're not paying attention to anything around them. And you're like, hey, there's 6 people trying to wait to get past you right now. What are we doing? Like, just fucking move aside. Let somebody go. Like, when I see somebody coming and they got their dog or whatever, I'll fucking move Wheezy over to the side of the grass, kind of. Sometimes I cross the street to not have to cross paths with other people. Like, I try and, like, give everybody space. It fucking pisses me off. I'm like, there is a lot of space. And when you're in the same kind of space and you're just not like, I'm going to either hang back or I'm going to move further, like, you're fucking my shit up, dude. Fuck people that don't know how to walk dogs. Fuck
That's very good, not cool.
Dogs. It's just the goddamn etiquette. It's the principle of the whole thing. Fuck you. Figure it the fuck out. Be courteous of other people. What do you guys
Sorry, bud. I just last night that Crystal girl that I was talking about earlier that wears her and annoys the shit out of me at work. Fucking last night just would not shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Like, and it was all, it was every single ticket she put in. Hey, okay, so I've got a weird order. Okay, shoot. Okay, fine. Here's what you do. Bam, bam, bam. Next one. Yeah, so I've got another weird order. Okay, fine. Here, do that.
Did you put it in your notebook?
Hey, no, most of the time I keep it around now just to like, so they think like, oh, Pat's keeping track of us fucking up, but I really don't do it anymore. Then she's like, can you or someone help? Can you make me a brownie sundae? Fine. Next order. Yeah, I got another weird table. I know this dessert's only for restaurant week, but they said they know John can. Every fucking ticket she put in, she had to come talk to me about something. Every single fucking one. Do it. Just figure out your fucking job. I know I'm a manager. If something comes up and you need help with it, I'm supposed to help you. I get it. You shouldn't need help on literally every single fucking thing you do. By the end of the night, I was just like, I looked at the other manager. I was like, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I was like, we have to fire her soon. I can't deal with this girl anymore. It's every single fucking thing she does it. It's been January 1st we opened, or I mean, not January, June. We're so many months in now. Still doesn't know her job.
Yeah, there's like people that's like you either get up, you either like, you either
God.
pick it up or you don't.
I couldn't take it.
John Taffer does this. He's like, you're gonna have to fire somebody because he's not making these drinks fast enough. And it's like, I know he's your buddy, I know he's a nice guy, but like you either can do this job or you can't do this job. If you can't do this job, we gotta get somebody that can do this job.
Oh, we've all of the managers have been in agreement of this since like the first week she worked there. And for some reason, the guy that does the hiring firing just doesn't fire her. She's not as bad as she was, but it was just like, fucking, it's a Tuesday night. We're not busy. She's like,
maybe that's why she thinks she should talk to you about it because you aren't busy. And she's like, I just want to make sure everything's good.
Like, why the fuck do I need to make you a brownie sundae? We're not busy. We've got 3 tables. Figure it the fuck out. Stop fucking coming to me. Maybe ask the other manager a question from time to time. Fuck. It was just, god damn, it was frustrating. So then I got home and I drank till fucking 4 a.m.
That'll fix it.
Fixed it for me. But yeah, that's all I got. But I was just like, gee, I'm at my wit's end with this chick. I can't listen to her voice anymore.
I think you dropped her name too, but we're not gonna. We'll bleep that.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I said this chick. I know for a fact I didn't because it's a weird name.
Is it C?
No.
I didn't hear her name. I didn't hear her.
I thought you said Kristen. At one point.
I said
no, he said Crystal Girl. The
Crystal.
Crystal. She was the one I was talking about earlier.
I thought you said this. I thought you said this Crystal girl, and I guess I thought you meant her name, a girl that was named Crystal, and I was like, I mean, cool of you to just drop her name.
No, she'll. I actually kind of hope she randomly picks up the podcast this week and listens to this part.
My boss was yelling about me on his podcast.
But I didn't yell at you, did I?
It was constructive criticism.
There's nothing to be done to be constructive with this girl. She's a fucking idiot.
Robert,
what about you? What about you, Robert?
Yeah, Robert. This is also your. I don't think we've mentioned it unless you're watching the video version. You're doing it from your new digs.
Yep, moved to a new place. You can see in the video version, a plant shelf. This is all Sam's plants. But my Nako does have to relate to the new place. I discovered. So we moved to here Saturday, and on Tuesday, I discovered what our doorbell sounds like because I hadn't used it. No one has rang the doorbell.
Doorbell?
I have a doorbell. Super fancy. It's like it's a wireless doorbell because I think this is like an old house, so it wasn't wired for doorbell. So like it's a doorbell that plugs into an outlet, which I hadn't seen before. But Sam went for a walk and I told her, hey, well, while you're downstairs, bring the doorbell so I can hear what it sounds like. And this is what our doorbell sounds like. I don't want music for a doorbell. I just want regular ding dong.
I mean, that's a pretty standard one, though.
That's my grandparents in Maryland. That was their doorbell for the entirety that I've been alive. Like every time I go up there, it's like that is what their doorbell sounded like. My parents have a clock, and every hour that is the exact chime that rings on the hour.
Yeah,
so
my friend.
Funny as fuck.
My friend's house growing up, they had that.
But I do get you. It is like, hey man, I want a ding ding.
Yeah, I don't want 10 seconds of music.
I don't need it. Yeah, it was. Remember when you used to be? I mean, I'm sure you still can do it, but like when like Bluetooth kind of started becoming a thing. At least probably Robert might have been a little too young, but like Pat, remember when everybody would get like text tones on their phone, and sometimes it would just be like a whole song somebody would have for a text, and it's like, dude, turn your fucking phone off. Turn your fucking phone off. Like I remember I set mine to I tried to set it to the Austin Powers. But
dude, I had so many.
But I wanted it to just be the and like that would have been it, and it like wouldn't let me do that, so I had to play like 30 seconds, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
I mean, I never let mine ring.
That alerts me, but it doesn't fucking annoy the shit out of me unless it's my alarm. And my alarm clock. I wanted to do that.
I had one song for just like my phone ringing. I had one song for just a text message, but then I also had specific like offshoots of that, like other songs for like each of my like close friends had their own song and text one. Now I wouldn't let it ring, like the song would go off and I'd hit it, but like that way I immediately knew who was messaging or calling me. But like, yeah, people that just used to let theirs fucking ring, but dude, this song is so dope. Be like, answer your phone.
Go.
Sorry, you had to sit on that ringer for 30 seconds, but I really wanted to hear the song. Fucking assholes.
No, I get that because you're like, I'm fucking coming. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to the door. I'm on my way to the door right now. We're good.
You said it's a wireless one. You can't like change it to something else?
I tried. I couldn't figure it out. Like there's like these rows of like tabs that like have plastic over them, and like there's a code. It's like 1, 2, and 8. And I tried changing it. And I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, I did want to change it. Like I said, I don't want music as a doorbell.
I would say it is a standard doorbell that I've definitely heard on multiple houses, specifically my grandparents.
Yeah,
but
old houses.
That I get that that's annoying. We're like, all right, you're here. Hello, we get it.
You know, it'd be a good one for just a quick one. You ring the doorbell and it's just Little John going, "Yeah!"
Someone's here.
No, see, now you're doing too much. I just want Little John yelling, "Yeah!" every time somebody rings my doorbell. That'd be a great doorbell.
On my phone, one of like the alert sounds was like the Google Voice saying, "Hey," just like "Hey," and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna test that out for a little bit," and I would get scared every single time I got like a text or notification because like, who's talking to me? Because I would forget that it was
who's in here.
Hey,
I mean, I keep my
hey.
I keep my phone on silent at all times now, though. So like, it's just vibrations. I won't even get that anymore. Do you guys not keep your phone on silent at all times?
I don't. My phone
Not when
is
I'm
always
home.
on. My
When I'm
phone's
home,
always
I
on
don't.
sound.
My phone is
when I'm at
always,
work and
like,
stuff, like
next to
when
me.
I go into the office, like in the mornings, I usually turn it to silent and vibrate. I mean, because I'm like, I have like on air stuff, and I don't want to get like
Of course.
text. And like our work computers now, like every so often you have to like log back in, and like it's like so secure that you have to like get it to like text your phone a login code. So then you have to like, here's a 6-digit code, enter this. And it's like, I've done that before, and like I heard my fucking text tone on air, and I'm like, oh no. So like, we've all fucked up and had our phones go off on air and stuff, but like I always try and not be that guy to do that. It's like Radio 101, but like countless times mine's been like ringing, or you get like spam calls now start at 8 a.m. That's just like I get like 3 or 4 a day, and that's what I love about the Apple Watch. You're just like, and no, and no, and no.
So if you always keep your phone on vibrate, then you won't have to worry about it.
Right, but then like when I'm off, like when I'm home and stuff, I like to have like I like to hear the notifications and stuff.
Yeah, but
sometimes
like,
I'll just set my phone on a table, and then like if somebody texts me or if somebody calls me, I'll hear it instead of it just goes.
yeah, but if you keep the screen off, then you'll see it like light up and turn on.
I'm always looking at it.
And sometimes you miss a text for 30 seconds.
Not all of us live off our phone, although because we're on Not Cool's, a minor Not Cool. Actually, it's a pretty big Not Cool. I've been really bad lately about like meaning to reply to people, and like I'll like go back to my text message like today when I text you guys usually. I'm like, hey, are y'all down to connect at this time for the podcast? And I had a text message open from somebody like 2 hours prior that I had meant to respond to. And it's like, I totally thought I typed out a response and I did not. Or I'll type out the entire response and not hit send. I've been bad about that last week, so that's on me. But is there anything worse than when you're like, where the fuck is Pat? Like where, like he was supposed to be here. He said he was on his, like, where the fuck is Pat? And it's like, oh, I never sent, hey, I'm on my way. We should meet here at this time. I never sent that.
You mean like the other night when I texted you Call of Duty and you didn't respond, and then Nick texted you like 8 minutes later and you responded to him?
Oh, because Nick's was the one that the notification. Like I heard Nick's notification, and when I heard Nick's notification, I was like, "Yeah, I'll get on." And you're like, "We already have enough people."
Yeah.
I like got on Xbox because they're like, "Hey, we should play Xbox." Like, actually, we found a fourth, and I was like, "Well, I'll just go fuck myself then, guys."
Yeah. Well, if you had responded when I messaged you, then when I texted you, that wouldn't have been a problem.
Sorry, we don't all live on our phones, Pat.
I mean, you just said you keep the volume on so you can hear these things. Apparently it's not working out so well for you.
Well, you're right. It's not. So that was a solid Not Cool session. Who wins Not Cool this week? I would say
both the dogs.
Both dogs. It's a tie.
Ashley
dogs.
and Mundo.
I don't know though, because I think John having the plane shit is really frustrating because I just want to get either there or home. But dogs.
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 You are the so it's a tie for the gold.
Yeah.
John, you get the silver. And who are we going to give the bronze to that we'll interview for 40 out of 45 minutes? And then just talk about how great that is. Yeah, who gives a fuck about the people that we don't really know as much about winning golds? But like, let's talk about you.
I say we give bronze to Posados for the Topo Chico shortage that isn't even a Topo Chico shortage.
Yeah,
because why not? Because why not?
That's fair. Let's move on to the answers segment brought to you guys by. Wait, I did Alamo Remedy, didn't I? Did I do Alamo Remedy?
No, you didn't. You son of a bitch. I knew something was missing.
Yeah, we got double ads then. I was just making sure. This answer segment brought to you by two people, including Alamo Remedy CBD, the best CBD in the game. You go over there to alamoremedy.com, use our promo code PTG at checkout. You're going to get 10% off of your order. They have their new CBD lip balm. It gives you a little tingly feel. They got all kind of like hydrating stuff for it, so it's good for the lips as well. They have hemp flower now. It's just $19.99. It's not weed. It's very similar in texture, in smell, in I guess overall taste. If you're smoking it of weed, you can grind it up, you can cook with it, you can break it down and make stuff with it. You can also just smoke it. You want to roll up a doobie with it, it's awesome. This is Pass the Gravy episode number 420, so maybe order some hemp flower and then do a little 420 with it. With that, go back, re-listen to the episode when it shows up. They also have the cucumber melon lotion, and I stand, like, I lean when I stand, so like my ankles kind of get fucked up after a while, where it's like, hey, dumbass, quit putting too much weight on this one. So I've been using the CBD lotion on my ankles, and they're feeling a lot better now. After I play soccer, I always use the lotion. The lotion and the gummies are definitely my two favorite things from Alamo Remedy CBD, but they also have the tincture oil that you can just put it under your tongue every morning. Gives you a nice little kick and helps you out with the day. And then they have the capsules if you just want to pop a capsule every morning as well. And all this stuff kind of just calms you. It doesn't get you like fucked up or anything. If you're doing the gummies, I would recommend try one gummy first. Don't do a bunch of gummies because it can knock you out. Not like give you like a high or anything, but it just kind of chills you out. My mom loves it whenever she flies. Like, she'll take a gummy and then just chill out. She gets nervous flying. It helps her. My grandmother was having trouble sleeping. I gave her some Alamo Remedy and she was like, okay, this is pretty awesome. She falls asleep, takes a couple of Alamo Remedies now, and that'll put her to sleep. But if you're having trouble sleeping at night, Alamo Remedy is perfect for you. If you got any aches and pains, Alamo Remedy is perfect for you. If you want to chill, but you don't want that, like, you're not going to test positive on any drug test or anything when you use the hemp flower. It gives you like a nice high, but you're not going to have like that, like lightheadedness or the foggy brain or like awkwardness in public. You're not going to have that anxiety or like everybody knows I'm high. You're going to be able to just do everything, but you're going to be chilling. And you're not going to be doing what Pat's doing. You're going to be just hanging out. But go check them out. Alamo Remedy CBD, Alamo Remedy, and at Alamo Remedy CBD on Twitter and Instagram. Give them a follow. Let them know you heard about them on Pass the Gravy. And use our promo code PTG at checkout at alamoremedy.com for 10% off of your order. That's alamoremedy.com, promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off your order. This segment of answers is also brought to you by littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. A little of this and a little of that. They also have free shipping on all orders of $10 or more. I've been using their new dishwasher magnet. That's pretty solid here in my house, where it just flips upside down. It says dirty or clean. So I'm like, oh, can I get a glass out of this? Oh, because it's clean, tight. And now I know. It's awesome. It's a little magnet that goes on there. And you can get some sticky stuff too to just put it on there if you don't have a dishwasher that it'll stick to. They also have these to-do lists where you can kind of put your daily checklist in there. That's a nice way to kind of like keep up on all the tasks you have for the day. They got keychains. They got awesome t-shirts that are embroidered, stuff that says things like always late, don't talk to me, just okay, main character, millennial, pretty smart, tired, and weird. Awesome shirts. They're super comfortable shirts. Go check them out, littlemshop.com. And they have some of the best air fresheners in the world, all available for just $2. You're going to get free shipping when you spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, at littlemtweets on Twitter, and at littlemshop on Instagram. Little M Shop, the official air freshener and stuff sponsor of Pass the Gravy podcast and the answers segment that begins now.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question. What's the question? Answers. Any questions?
If you have any questions for the answers segment, hit us up on Twitter at Pass the Gravy Pod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Anything you got? If it's a relationship question, you want some, some life advice from the boys at Pass the Gravy. If it's something you saw on the internet that you wanted our opinion on, if it's, just a high thought, a drunk thought that comes to you, hit us up. We'll answer all the questions. Hashtag PTG Answers at Pass the Gravy Pod on Twitter. Hashtag PTG Answers at Pass the Gravy Pod. You can also email them to us, answers@passthegravypod.com, but we check Twitter way more often than we do the email. Hashtag PTG Answers at Pass the Gravy Pod. Okay, let's move on. Our first answers question, of the week is from our podcast son, Skylar Lester. At OMG, it's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, do beavers even know what they're doing, or do they just see water flowing down a river and think, absolutely fucking not?
I'm going to choose to believe it's the latter, because that's fucking hilarious to me. Just thinking of a beaver standing there like, not on my watch, buddy.
They see do you think beavers just fucking hate waterfalls? Like, is it like a nightmare to a beaver? Like, they just come across a waterfall, they're like, no!
How can I stop this insanity?
What the fuck is this craziness that's going on? Water flowing freely.
What the fuck is up, Kyle?
They see like us turn a faucet on. They're like, this is fucking Daggert, Norbert. This is fucking not acceptable.
What you think you can just run around wherever you want water? Absolutely not. Pen it up.
Get some wood, everybody. Doesn't matter if it's wood. It can be anything. Just stack it up. We'll get this stopped in no time.
That's fucking. I'm trying to think of a reason why beavers would just be dicks trying to like. Maybe it's just beavers hold grudges with other animals, and like they find animals that are just farther down river. Water
has drowned a lot of beavers in history, and so they're like, "Fuck you, water. We'll show you."
No, I think it's just maybe like they get into territorial arguments with other like animals or deer or something like that, and like, "Oh, where does this deer roam? 300 yards that way. All right, put the dam over here."
Oh, you like to drink? That's funny. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Go drink somewhere else.
Yeah. Bitch, make fun of my teeth. I take away your water source. What's up?
That's it. It was somebody was making fun of their teeth, and they're like, you know what?
Fuck you. Yeah. Guess who else lives in this area? A grizzly bear. So now you want to drink water? You're going to come up here into his territory.
We just chewed down half of your trees, so they're going to be able to see a little bit easier too, idiot.
Yeah.
Nobody hunts some more, Bambi.
Nobody hunts beavers. They hunt your ass, you stupid ass deer.
Oh, I hunt beaver.
You know, beaver hunt,
fellas. We hunt some beaver here, fellas.
It's beaver season.
It's always beaver season in this house.
Oh, maybe we got a new Christmas sweater now. Box hunter and beaver season.
I don't think beavers. No. I guess because it's cold. Dude, because it's cold.
And it's just a little beaver standing up on his hind legs with a little Santa hat on. Beaver season. Yup. That's it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I would say, yeah, I think beavers just don't like running water. So I think when they see flowing water, they're just like, absolutely not. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And if that's not the case, I would just like to think that it's the case. So that's why I'm convinced of that.
Yeah, that's the one that we want. So obviously that's the answer.
Robert, you agree with us?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Good. Wait, you're against us?
No, I'm with you.
Okay, good. I thought he was like fucking with us, but thank God. All right. Next one is from Danielle Weston at Danny_Weston. She says, "What if you had to be drafted for the Olympics? What sport would you be in?" Or if you had to be drafted for the Olympics, what sport would yours be? I think this is coming from that tweet that I saw that was like, "What if like you didn't train for the Olympics? You just got like a letter saying, hey, you're going to be competing in the Olympic Games, and like you just had to train, and like this is just how it is. It's like Hunger Games with sports, not death."
I'm going to take this as which sport would you hope to be drafted for?
God, I would be bad at all of them.
I think I could. I think my best chance of not just hurting the team is handball. Because like
anybody can play handball.
That's what I'm saying. It's just there's so many goals a game anyway, and I'm
like, are we talking like
I have bad endurance, but
what we'd be good at, or what we're just hoping we wouldn't get embarrassed at? I think those are two different things. It's like best Olympic. I don't know. I was thinking like surfing. Like if I just didn't want to like,
I can't do that.
Right, but I could just be like, yeah, waves. I could just blame it on the waves. Like even though it wasn't the waves, like, yeah, waves weren't good. Like, well, that guy got gold. Like that guy was going off. Like that guy crushed it. Like, yeah, I just was not my kind of waves.
Every sport I've seen come up, I think handball's the only one I'm just not going to get embarrassed at. Like I played some volleyball in college. I'm okay. I can't play Olympic volleyball. I can't
play
swim.
Olympic softball.
I mean, I can swim, but I can't swim well. Is there dudes at Olympic softball?
No, but I'm just saying. Like,
so I mean, there we go.
Team, do you think you get hit the ball?
Probably not. I might get lucky and catch one, but like I wasn't a good hitter anyway.
That's why I wasn't suggesting.
I mean, I think I could get bad on the ball once or twice. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Ooh, dressage.
Nope.
That's what the horse is, and you just hope the horse knows the routine.
I mean, really,
because like really, like if I don't fuck it up and the horse gets it, like then the horse can do all the work.
Yeah, I don't know.
Depending on the horse, I think I'd go dressage.
I feel like a horse isn't going to want to dance with my fat ass on it, so I'll leave that one for you.
Like you just dude, you just got to train this horse to know exactly what to do on the course. And
I'm going to go handball.
It'll do it.
I don't know the rules of handball, but I feel like give me a handball. I'm going to run through motherfuckers, and then I'm just going to chunk it into the net. Now, I'm assuming also like I got like a week or so to get my arm in shape, so I don't throw it once and just blow out my arm.
Yeah.
But like, yeah,
I'd go dressage just because the horse does most of the stuff.
I'll go handball. Let's see what wacky answer do you have for us, Robert? You got a look in your eye like you're being mischievous.
No, I have no idea. I'd probably say like a sport that I like, so maybe baseball. But I would.
You would be good at it.
Yeah, I would be good at it.
Coach, put me in. I'll try and lay down a bunt.
Ooh, no. Can I change? Like, I might change mine to javelin. Because javelin would be cool to throw, but like I wouldn't medal or anything. But it's like I feel like people don't watch the javelin like they do like swimming. Like really, it's got like dressage would be a good one because like people don't watch dressage. Like it's not one of the main ones that's on like primetime TV coverage. So like your embarrassment doesn't like get like that public unless you go viral by doing something like the horse runs over you or something. But like the javelin, like not covered a ton. They cover like the best throws. I could just go done. All right, I'm out. See you guys later. And like I'm like that's it, and it sucks, and I'm last place. But like I can just walk away and be like, "Ha! Everybody, best in the world, right?"
I'm actually with you on this because in handball, I could theoretically get embarrassed, like if I'm shuffling my feet and somebody runs into me or something, and I get turned into a meme from just getting ran over because my feet were out of. But like I just kind of want to know how far I can throw a javelin. So like,
and if you suck at it, you just say it, man. It wasn't my best day. You know, I'm just gonna try and I'm gonna look forward to 4 years from now. And hopefully my name doesn't get pulled out of whatever hat it was.
But I know, I just, my angle, I fucked up on the angle of the throw. It would have been a lot better if I had thrown it insert higher or lower. But my angle was off and it wasn't my day. Yes, javelin. Javelin is the correct
and it'd be
answer.
tight because it'd be tight to throw javelin. The discus with the ball, like that seems like I think I would embarrass myself immediately.
Okay,
because you'd have to spin around.
Alex, it's called shot put.
Shot put, right? Discus is the disc. You're right. I'm dumb.
Yeah, I did both.
They're all the same fucking strategy.
In junior high, discus I would say is more fun. Shot put, you're gonna get. Trust me, shot put, you'll be embarrassed by how far you throw it. Trust me.
Well, no, but like just like the fact that you have to spin around, like I don't think I'd throw it in the like field that would.
You don't have to. You don't have to spin on shot put. Most of the best guys in the world do, but you can also just kind of shuffle into it and chunk it. That's what I did. I didn't go for the spin.
Okay. Well, because I feel like anything you have to spin, like I would fuck it up.
No,
I think javelin. I'm not saying I'd be great at it, but I definitely think I could figure out how to throw. Like if you gave me 6 months, assuming we get at least like 6 months, like hey, in 6 months you're gonna be going to Tokyo and competing in the Olympics for your country, and they're like, Alex, you gotta throw the javelin. I feel like I could learn how to throw a javelin, not better than anybody else in the world, but I think I could learn how to throw one and then be like, okay, I'm done.
If we get 6 months, I might go discus also. Now, obviously, I'm gonna get slaughtered by all of them, but the spin of the discus, you actually get it down pretty quick. It's not as hard as it looks.
But
now
can
you're
a
not going to
discus kill someone?
It could. I hit my friend
could, hammer could, and a javelin definitely could.
In junior high, I hit my buddy in the shin twice with a discus in 1 year. You know, because like you would throw it. Everyone would be out in the field. You know, just shagging the discs after you throw them, and then coming back for their turn. And twice he just wasn't paying attention, and I threw it low and hard, and it skipped off the ground and drilled him in the shin.
What a great friend.
Hey,
you are to do that.
Hey, Mark, I'm sorry. Okay. You should have been paying attention. No, but
Danielle,
discus,
that's a great question though.
I might change mine to
javelin.
discus. I'm probably still going to go javelin. If I have to pick a second one, I'm going to go discus just because it is a lot of fun. But also I get a lot dizzier now than I did back then. So that spin might fuck me up.
Robert, what was yours? Yours was baseball?
Yeah, I want to be the position player that comes in after a blowout to pitch.
Oh, dude, that'd be fun.
Oh, fuck you! I didn't know that was an option.
I want to be a pinch runner. That'd be kind of tight. It's like, why would you put me a pinch runner? I'm not fast, but like I'll go in and not have to do anything.
I'm gonna stand 1 foot off the bag so I don't get picked off.
Like being a pinch runner's got to be like the coolest thing in baseball, though, right? They're like, all right, Pat, we need you to go stand on first, and hopefully we'll get a hit, and maybe you just end up standing there for 2 outs, but that's it.
No, the coolest thing in baseball is the position player getting to pitch in a blowout. That's awesome.
But you can get taken deep if you're like a
pinch but you don't give a shit. Most of the guys are just lobbing it in there. You don't give a shit. I try and throw a knuckleball that doesn't knuckle. You just have some fun out there.
That's a good question, Danielle.
Great question.
At Danny_Weston. Our next one is from Josh Tree Coddle at Joshua Tree 713. He says, why is it called a chicken fight? How does putting someone on your shoulders and fighting 2 other people have anything to do with chickens?
All right, let's throw out some wild guesses. And Robert, I want you to actually try and look this up because I don't want to start bullshit. I want to know the answer to this one too. Maybe it's just because chickens are uncoordinated as fuck and they just kind of flail around, and that's what you're doing in a chicken fight.
That actually makes a ton of sense, honestly. Like that was kind of what I was going towards. I was like, because chickens, like when you see a chicken like freak out, it just flutters around, like, and I just picture like it's just like it's not flying, it's just barely above like the ground if it can be, but it's just fluttering around, crazy. So like, yeah, I think kind of that's what it would be, because you're just grabbing somebody trying to pull them under the water, right? Or push them off or whatever. But yeah, it has nothing to do. Like, do chickens like water? I'm sure they drink water. But like,
I mean, I've never seen a chicken playing in water.
I've definitely never seen a chicken on top of another chicken fighting 2 other chickens like that.
Yeah, that'd be wild. You find anything, Robert?
Nope, just like the same thing that you said. Like, oh, maybe because like they move around awkwardly like a chicken does.
Nailed it. I'm the smartest man alive.
That's it. That's the answer then.
Yep.
Chickens would do that. Solid question, Josh.
Good
question. I was really hoping there would be like an actual answer to that.
Right? Like, damn. Shit.
All right. Our next one is from our girl Kenya Valdez at Kenyatta Mandata. She says, Batman got his name from having a fear of bats. If your superhero name was based on your fear, what would your name be?
Snake Man.
No, yours would be Prohibition Man.
Agreed.
No, because like I wouldn't fear prohibition because your boy is still gonna find booze. So I'll just start running it. Snakes, definitely afraid of them. Except here's the thing,
Man.
like Batman conquered his fear to become Batman. There's no conquering my fear of snakes.
That's what Batman thought too.
No, like, he used his fear to strike fear into other people. And like, what am I going to do? Is like he flies around the city on rooftops. What am I going to do? Slither through alleys?
You go to the sewers.
Snake Man. I guess I'm Snake Man.
I'd be Robot Man. I fucking am terrified of robots.
What a great oxymoron there too. I'm Robot Man.
I can't remember. Yeah, and it sounds cool too, but I can't remember who tagged me in it when they were showing. Like, it was another. I think it was another one of those Boston Dynamics robots, and it was like jumping up and doing stuff. And I was like, nope. Don't need that. That Tracy Morgan meme. Video version, YouTube, Pass You a Pod. Go subscribe.
What about you, Robert?
Yeah,
Mine would
Robert.
be,
What would yours be?
Commit Man.
Commitment.
What do you mean? You guys just got a house together.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, I would
after,
say
like,
you pretty much committed.
after like 10 years. I don't know. We're roommates. Remember, I said we're going backwards.
Do y'all have twin beds? Please tell me you have twin beds or bunk beds. That would be hilarious. We're not married. Of course we have twin beds.
We should have.
Like a 1950s soap opera.
Yeah. Like I Love Lucy. You're like, good night. And y'all each have your little like lamp. You turn it off.
Wait, can I change mine to Love Man?
No, it's not like things that you love. It's you finding. It's not people to love you.
No,
it's
things
you.
that scare you. Any general connection man.
Tax man.
No, I hate taxes. I'm not scared of them.
I think it'd be Robot Man. I fucking am terrified of robots that are going to eventually kill all of us all because they will.
My sports team is being
like, well, this robot can do this.
My sports team being bad for an extended period of time, man.
That would be another good one. All great answers. I would go Robot Man though.
Yeah,
Robo Man.
If it's what
like
I truly,
a knockoff RoboCop.
If it's what I truly fear, it's Snake Man. And
Nothing
Commit
wrong with
Man.
fearing snakes.
Commit Man.
Commit man. All right, our final answers question. I almost said comeback kid. Our final answers question is from Alexis Garcia at Alexis Texas _ on Twitter. And she says, eyelashes, cumbrellas.
Only if you're a fucking trooper.
I mean, I get that, like, yeah, because they keep jizz from getting in your eye.
Hopefully.
There's gaps, obviously, so it can't keep all of it. But yeah, we allow that one.
Definitely.
I wouldn't say you're putting fake cumbrellas on, though. Like, I wouldn't lead with that.
Oh, definitely.
I wouldn't refer to them as your cumbrellas unless it was like, you're trying to get a guy. You're like, hey, well,
we're going to the club. We're going to the
cumbrellas. He's like, I want to come in your babe. I want to come in your eyes, and you're like, but okay, well, I do have these cumbrellas.
We're going to the club.
I put on
tonight.
these fake long cumbrellas.
Let me go get my cumbrellas.
No, let's not call them cumbrellas.
No, I'm 100% in
they
on
are.
this. They're cumbrellas.
They are.
I'm definitely gonna compliment somebody at work tomorrow on their cumbrellas.
You have great cumbrellas. You might get fired from work tomorrow too if you do that. Don't be a Rivers Cuomo, dude.
There's nothing I could say to be fired at.
Don't be a Rivers Cuomo.
No, I mean we're cool. I wouldn't say it to like one of the people I'm not really close with and cool with.
Look, my mom called them cumbrellas. My dad called them cumbrellas. My black friends called them cumbrellas. My Latino friends, my LGBTQ friends called them cumbrellas. Just how I was raised. That you could do that video.
Oh man, I would love to have to make an apology video for something I said. And just
but having to use Cumbrellas in like an apology video would be absolutely hilarious.
Like
to everyone else besides the person having to do it.
Why would you say that to a woman? I say it to my black friends. I say it to my gay friends. I say it to children.
Well, did you see somebody had done the mashup of Rivers Cuomo's apology and then the Nick Castellanos dude, the guy that did he say the F word? He dropped the F slur,
the 3-letter F word.
But then like he was like, "Look, I apologize for what was said. This is maybe the last time I put on the headset for the." And
there's a deep drive to left field by Nick Castellanos.
Deep drive. He's like in the middle of this like apology, and then he has to call a home run, and it was like, and again, this may be the last time I put on a headset, but it was just like they showed Rivers Cuomo apologizing, and then they were like. I mean, I've been raised this way, and that's a Nick Castellanos drive deep to left center, and that'll be out of like hilarious.
I was raised this way, dude. You're 60. You're old enough to know not to fucking just randomly grab and kiss women.
Just kid shit, dude. When you're 55, making mistakes, that's what you've been doing. You know,
bro.
You're young. You're still young.
You do it with your boys.
50 is the new 20. That's what I always say.
Not to random women you come across. You want to kiss your boys, you fucking do it. You don't kiss your employees.
Your employees, maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
Definitely don't refer to their eyebrows or eyelashes as Cumbrellas.
Oh, let me give you a little kiss on your Cumbrellas. Mwah!
Don't do that. That's a great question though. But yes, I think you could refer to them as Cumbrellas. I would not. Fellas, probably not a great idea to tell your girl like I'm gonna finish all over those Cumbrellas.
I disagree. I think we should. That's a great thing to say.
I think we should take a stance as a podcast. It's anti, getting it in your girl's eye. We're not,
Well, I mean,
I'm all about sight, unless she wants to be like, unless she wants that, so she doesn't have to see me anymore, which would make sense.
You don't try and get it in her eye. That's just a dick move, literally.
Hey, all right, and on that, at Pass the Gravy Pod, give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram, like our Facebook page. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Robert's at Robert Barbosa 03. Pat is at Not Pat Dion. Check out all the other podcasts on the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network. Robert, happy 1-year anniversary. A recent study suggests you did it and you celebrated by moving in together. I guess that you took the next step.
Mm-hmm. 1 year. It's been a good ride.
Yeah, dude, I'm loving it. I loved the podcast this week. Go check it out. Every Monday they got episodes. Recent study suggests wherever you listen to Pass the Gravy, go listen to a recent study at a recent study pod on Twitter and Instagram, and then go like their Facebook page as well and wish them a happy 1-year anniversary. And we also have the Disappointed But Not Surprised podcast with Addie and Alex. They're awesome. We need to ask them about the Cumbrellas podcast. We should. You tweet them that. Be like, eyelashes, Cumbrellas.
I'm on it.
Weekly D podcast. Check that out as well. And then is there anything? Oh yeah, Pass the Gravy Bro. Ever heard of it? Me and Emma, and I believe tonight Pat will be joining us.
I will be
after every Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday episode of Big Brother. So every episode of Big Brother, we will go live on our Facebook page, Pass the Gravy Bro on Facebook. It is it's just entirely a podcast based on the television show Big Brother, where we talk about that. So if you want a little Pass the Gravy spin on the show Big Brother, if you watch, that'd be tight. If you tune in, shout out to Brett Brandon. Shout out to Raymundo. Shout out to everybody that got into the show so they could follow the podcast. Josh Tree, all you guys are awesome. Y'all are the best. And please follow us at Pass the Gravy Bro on Twitter and Instagram, and then like our podcast Pass the Gravy Bro on Facebook as well. We go live, so you can comment on what's going on in the house as you go. And if you haven't watched any Big Brother yet, but you want to hop on Paramount Plus, you can watch every episode of this season of Big Brother. It's fucking awesome. And all the guys and gals on Pass the Gravy, or in the Gravy Gang, that have started watching have said that they like it. So shout out to all you guys, and shout out to the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network. Have a great rest of your week. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to us. Be good to one another. And until we talk to you guys next time, Pass the Gravy. Yeah. Bitches! I was gonna clean my room till I got